Brotherhood exists, but not the kind most people talk about. Brotherhood ain't just guys hanging out, drinking, or calling each other bro. That's noise. Real brotherhood is rare. It's the man who checks on you without being asked. The one who tells you the truth, even when it stings. The one who shows up, not when it's easy, but when it's ugly. The one who wants nothing from you except to see you win. And you don't need many. 2 real brothers, greater than 20 surface friends. So yeah, brotherhood exists, but you don't start with it. You find your tribe first. And through loyalty, honesty, and time, that tribe becomes your brotherhood.
Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. I like the cash, I like the cars, I like the clothes, I like the work, I like the perks, I like the shows, I like the blow, I like the herbs, I like the snow, but I don't like the cops or the jails or the POs. I like the girls, I like the head, I like the throat, I like the ones who love to gag and start to choke. Damn. I like the shy, I like the more, I like the bold, but I don't like the dry or the ones who run from pole. No. I like the dance, I like the shake, I like the groove, I like the drink, I like the wine, I like the booze, I like the whites, I like the Asians, I like the youths, but I don't like the whack or the ones who got no moves. I like the long, I like the short, I like the real, I like the fake, I like the make, I like the feels, I like the dark, I like the tan, I like the pale, but I don't like the broke or the ones who got no spray. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Show.
Welcome back to paradise. As I re-enter the land of smiles, I come to find out there's some cold, hard rules that could get you caught up in 2026 if you're on some goofy-ish. Thailand was, and still is, the ultimate freedom in my opinion. But as of December 30th, the rules have changed. In the blink of an eye, the game in Thailand just got harder. A look, a comment, a DM, it could cost you 3 years of your life in a Thai prison. This is not clickbait. These are facts. Tonight, we're breaking down the black and white letter of the law with legal experts. If you're here or you plan to come here, you cannot afford to miss this episode. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. But we aren't stopping there. We're going deeper. In part 2, we're asking the question that keeps the internet talking. Once you leave the matrix, once you experience the love, the peace, and the options overseas, is there any turning back? We're talking to all men, but specifically to the brothers tonight. You've seen the world, you've dated outside the code. The question is simple. Once you go black, do you ever go back? And do our sisters have the same options abroad? They seem to think so, until reality sets in. We're going to bring people live up to tell their stories. We have the panel, we have the facts, and we have the new rules of engagement. This is not a drill. This is reality. Welcome to the Richie Mac Show. Let's get to work. Yeah. We are back in the land of smiles. Shout out to all the haters that thought that I was kicked out. They said he got kicked out, y'all. Man, all this day, man. The haters, man, y'all be working full time, man. But I love it, man. It motivates me. I did not get kicked out. Just so we're clear, I had to leave so I could change my visa status. Everyone has to leave. If you don't do it the right way, you can end up like some of these people we're gonna talk about today, man. It's a different Thailand, man. Now that I'm back, they got some 2026 rules for you. Man, it's almost like it's similar to the Matrix. But I got to tell you guys a funny story before I get started, man. First, shout out to the chat. I see all my people in there. Bean from Chicago. I always talk about Chicago having the best food. Can't argue with them there. That's my boring town. Shout out to Mr. E1976. Leslie List, the Godfather of the Zoom tribe. All of y'all, man. Got to tell y'all something funny, man. As I'm making my way back into Thailand, my brother, who's been divorced 3 times, I think, he said, man, I can't make this shit. I'll show y'all. Y'all think I'm lying. He was literally crying. I got to show y'all that. Y'all probably think I'm making this up. He was literally crying. He said in these words, crying like a bitch. That's what he said. He said I was crying. I said, man, are you serious, man? Because you he said, man, can y'all read that? Can y'all read it? Is it backwards? I don't know if it's backwards, but it looked like it's reading backwards. But he said, hey, bro, you guys are right. I couldn't believe this ish. I got on the plane going from Bangkok to Hong Kong. I was crying like a little bitch. The flight attendant even came over and asked me what was wrong because I was happy-go-lucky guy getting on the plane. I said, I'm going home, and I lost it. Man, you can't make this up. Shout out to my brother. I think he's back safe and sound now in the Matrix. So I'm coming, he's going, man. And as I'm coming in, man, shout out to Chocolate Man in Thailand. He might stop through. Because I'm up all night, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning working, 5 in the morning working. And and so Chuck hits me and said, you hear about the new rules? He hits me with the message. I'm like, dude, I already saw it. He goes, it's maybe a good thing for you to tell your audience. I'm like, why do you think I can tell my audience, man? You think my audience is like these? So he got this little joking thing. But this is no joke, man. They have changed the rules. And to me, it's a finesse to me. It's a finesseful setup to me. Because the rules now, like in some ways are worse than the Matrix. Like, for instance, like if you like staring at a woman or stalking a woman or something, you could get doxxed or, maybe you could get a warning. But here, they could lock you up for 3 years. Now, of course, would you get locked up for 3 years for staring at somebody? I highly doubt that. However, it is on the books that they can. So you couple that with being some because we know we got goofy dudes out here, man. We got a dude that's so stupid. They know I can't get into the legal stuff because it was an ongoing thing, but y'all know there was this goofy, stalking, groupie type dude that just could not leave me alone, man. Till finally, things went to where they went. Next thing you know, it's all bad. But the thing of it is, his dumbass went because you think like people that act like they don't like mess with you, they don't watch your channel, but all the haters watch, man. They watch the throne, man, and I get it. I get the best content, and you can't do it, so you're gonna be hating on me, and that's fine. Get your little crumbs, but the bottom line is, I show you guys my beautiful lawyers and how cool they were and all that. This idiot goes up. This idiot goes up to the law firm, causing a scene. I wasn't there. This is what my lawyers told me. Causing a scene at the law firm. Now you got to remember, the whole reason why I got caught up is because you don't tell, you don't snitch on people, you keep it in the streets, you keep it a buck. First of all, y'all don't ever listen to that BS, man. That's something that my man Ted told me when the thing went down. He said, you want to be a thug or a businessman, right? So, and it really made me think, man. It's like, I should have initially just went right in, hit up the right people and got it cleaned up. But because, I'm raised differently, we don't do that. So I let it slide and da-da-da-da-da. But then everything got flipped around on me. And I remember the dude said this to me, man. The dude said, "We playing chess now." He said, "We playing chess now." So, and he's right. And I happen to be a very good chess player. Chess and backgammon are my two favorite board games, right? So we are playing chess now. So now, without saying any names, this clown went up to my lawyer's office, causing a scene. My lawyer has cameras like everybody else has cameras. So not only do they have him on camera being loud and aggressive and threatening, they immediately filed a police report. Immediately, like lawyers don't play that game. This dude's threatening us, and we're tied, and he's threatening us. So they immediately filed a police report. So dude is like, he said he playing chess. He made the wrong move. So, and on top of all the other goofiness that's been going on. So it's like, bad guys out, man. I can tell you, man, they getting rid of the bad guys, man. And fortunately, I was blessed enough to be one of the good guys. Another issue too, not an issue, but another thing too, we gotta get this straight, y'all. We gotta talk. Y'all be talking about, some of y'all be talking about, yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault. You brought these dudes out here and put it on me, right? I've been out here since 2020. I've been doing my channel since 2021. Nothing but top tier content, in my opinion. Most people say that. I try to make you feel like you're watching a TV show when you're watching Zoom to Thailand. I really like put my heart and soul into everything I do. Never heard a complaint. Now all of a sudden, it's my fault. Now in 2025, it became my 2021. It wasn't my fault. 2022 wasn't my fault. 2023 it wasn't my fault. 2024 sort of became my fault, and then in 2025 it's my fault. So but that goes to show you guys, man. It's like, the audience is fickle, man. They'll love you for one minute, then they'll blame you for other stuff. But this is even more serious what we're going to get into today, man. We're going to get into the law. We're going to hear from my lawyers from Siam Legal. I'm going to let them tell you directly from their mouth what it is. And then I want to hear from you guys like later on. And then segment 2, we're going to talk about the sisters. They're grifting. Not all. But they're grifting over here, talking about how great it is and how they love this place and da-da-da-da-da. And then 3 months later, now they got complaints and this ain't right and the people didn't do this and all of this different stuff. So the question we're going to talk about, I'm going to bring you guys up from the panel too. I want to hear your stories, man. Once you go black, do you go back? Do you go back? Do you go back to the treatment, the way of life, the sisters, not just the sisters, just women in general in the Matrix? Once you leave the Matrix and you come to Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, Brazil, any non-English speaking country primarily, basically, once you come out and see that for yourself and experience it, do you go back to what you used to in the Matrix? I need to know. And if you do go back, I need to know why. And if you don't go back, I need to know why not. So we're going to talk about that in the second hour. But the first hour, we're going to talk about these laws so you guys are clear, man. It's like you can get pressed and caught up over almost nothing now. And why is this happening? Because the goofies did goofy stuff, and now they got stuff on the books. That's what Thailand does. Like, I've never experienced racism in Thailand. I don't think they don't really look at race. They look at us all like you foreigners, all of y'all foreigners. Like, wherever you from, you don't speak Thai. You weren't born in this country. You're a foreigner. So you all get treated the same as a foreigner. The only people that get a different type of treatment other than foreigners, even though they're technically foreigners, are other Asians. They have like their own Asian thing. So you got like Vietnam, Japan, China, Malaysia. They're called ASEAN countries, ASEAN, where they have their own thing. Where like when Elle and I went to Malaysia, like I had to pay for a visa. Elle just walks right in. Speaking of Elle, that's another thing y'all was saying, man. Did they break up? Y'all be like, trust me, man. If we broke up, it would blow the internet up, man. But I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, man. But everything is still hunky dory, man, as far as I know. But matter of fact, she should be. Oh, she knows I'm not eating. I'm fasting right now. But she's gonna stroll in here with her big old legs in a minute. So we're gonna get in, man. I'm gonna read a couple of these super chats, man. Let y'all know, man. First of all, I'm glad to be back. Thank you. And you guys, Fuquat was awesome, man. If y'all ain't seen the episodes on that, I got think another. They're gonna Thai Noodle. I was just talking about you, Thai Noodle. Come say hi to Leslie and everybody else. Come on, say hi with your big old leg. Oh, Ellen didn't finish her hair. You gonna let your hair? Oh yeah, you know we like that natural. You let it down, baby. Let it ride. You gotta let it flow. You gotta let it flow. You understand? Leslie Lynch, we like that. Shout out to Leslie. Yeah, shower finish. That's nothing too, man. I have never smelled a funky Thai person. Even the people that be at work, they work hard too, man. I ain't never like I got a different type of funk. I understand. I got to keep myself hydrated, deodorized, clean. You know what I mean? Because it'll hit you like a brick. I got that Hebrew slave funk. You know what I mean? So I gotta be on my P's and Q's, man. But I ain't never ever. I don't think I ever in all these years ever. How many showers you take a day?
2.
2 showers a day. She keep it clean, man. She keep it clean. And most Thai people like, baby, the most Thai people takes you 2 showers a day. Most Thai ladies.
Maybe look like about 90%.
90%.
80-90%.
They keep it clean, man. They keep it clean. Ask anybody been in Thailand? Ask them. They shower before to get down and after to get down. Like they keep it clean, man. It ain't no Jamaica funk going on with the Thai. You understand me? But yeah, man. So you heard what Mr. 1976 said. Smash that like button like a button. We're gonna get it in today, man. I'm so happy. I'm back. My Thai noodle is back. So let's just get right into it, man. Let's hear from my lawyers at Sam Legal what exactly the rules are, and then I want to know what you guys think, man. Let's go.
Sam Legal. It's 2026, and the landscape in Thailand has again changed, especially with regards to sexual offences. This is the first of a 2-part series covering the new Sexual Offences Acts and considerations. Followed by the next part will be frequently asked questions and answers to give you factually based.
I mean, I gotta tell you guys, this fool actually went up there, got himself put on camera, and a police report filed on him, man. I mean,
scenarios backing up what could and could not be offences now within Thailand. My name is John. I'm a British and international lawyer, backed up by in-house Thai lawyers, barristers, accountants, and consultants. My job here in Anglo-Sam Legal is the client affairs manager. This morning, I'm here with my colleague Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm a junior lawyer here at Anglo-Sam Legal.
Oh, wait a minute.
So today we're here to discuss.
Let's say the lead attorney's in the house, man. Y'all don't know, man. Shout out to lead attorney. I got to stop this. Lead attorney. I'm trying to get him to come do a live stream with me. I miss him. We ain't did a live stream together in years. So I don't know where you at, Lee, but let me see. Is Lee in the chat? Man, y'all don't know how much I love like lead attorney, MTR. These are good brothers, man. It restores my faith in my people, man. Just good brothers, man. Lead attorney, we chat back and forth from time to time, but I haven't had him on in a while. Lead, if you out there, I need to go. Yeah, yummy. Yes, there he is. There he is. My man Lee. Shout out to lead attorney, man. Y'all put a lead in the chat, man. Lee does these great these great reaction videos of people doing goofy stuff, and he calls the ball a ball and strike a strike. If you black doing some goofy stuff, he gonna talk about it. If the police are right, he gonna talk about it. If the police are wrong, he gonna talk about it. But Lee, check out these new. This is worse than the Matrix. Check this out, Lee. What's going on?
The major changes to Thai sexual offences, which came into force on the 30th of December 2025. We're already seeing via social media that these offences are being prosecuted, especially by public figures and those of notoriety. Please excuse me, I am going to read off the script today because these are new matters and I'm getting up to speed with these myself. So, If you live in Thailand or you're an expat living or visiting here, you must be aware of the Penal Code Amendment number 30.
Hold on, Lee. You see how many Lees are right in here? You see how much love you get? That's why I tell you, Lee, I feel like I got the best chat family on YouTube, man. It's all love, all positivity, man. They love you like I love you, man. Shout out, Lee. Look at this, man. Shout out to Lee, man. I love it. I love it. Let's keep going.
30 took effect, as I said, December 30th, 2025. This is not a minor update. It radically shifts the legal landscape. The acts that were previously dismissed as minor nuisances or banter are now serious crimes with potential prison sentences. The law has also significantly closed loopholes regarding rape and sexual assault. Here's what we say is an easy to understand breakdown. One of the biggest ones is rape. The definition is now strict and all-encompassing. The law has modernized the definition of rape, legally termed sexual intercourse, to eliminate ambiguity. It is now gender neutral and covers acts previously categorized as lesser offences. Oral sex is now rape. The law explicitly states that penetration of the mouth by a sexual organ is rape. Previously, forced oral sex was often prosecuted as a lesser indecent act.
Wait. Hold on. Lee, can we say these words? He's saying the R word, and he said, I mean, it's on his channel, so I guess it's okay, man. But I mean, he's saying the actual words, so I don't want to get demonetized for this, man. It's gonna be a good stream.
Object penetration. Rape now includes the penetration of the genitals or anus by any object. That includes fingers, sex toys, or any body part. Active and passive. The law covers forced acts in both directions. Forcing a victim to penetrate the offender is now prosecuted as rape. Surgically constructed organs. The law explicitly recognizes surgically constructed genitals for trans individuals.
I mean, they're covering everything. They're covering the surgically this, that, they basically saying every little step you take, they're gonna be right there.
As sexual organs. Sexual violence and offences against trans individuals is fully prosecuted as rape. Marital rape. There is no exception for spouses. Forcing a spouse to have sex is criminal rape. Here's a new offence, sexual harassment. We've probably all heard about it in the West. We've probably all governed about it in our home countries. It's here now in Thailand. For the first time, sexual harassment is a specific criminal offence in Thailand. This targets acts that cause annoyance, shame, or fear, even without physical contact.
I mean, that's beyond the scope of things, man, because if anybody's been to Pattaya, man, it's like they harass us, you know what I mean? And that's the fun part about it. It's funny because the shoe's on the other foot. Now, I don't know how it got so deep and how it got so serious, but to me, it's like for you to open up that net so much, I feel like, you know, you dating somebody, they might get mad at you. You might have broke up with them. They might be upset. They might ring the alarm on you. That's the whole thing about getting out the matrix, is like, so you don't have that unnecessary stuff. Now, I think Thai people are a lot more honest and forthgoing, but I honestly believe at the end of the day, women are all emotional. And if you do something the wrong way to them to really offend them or shame them, this could be happening to you too. You dig?
So what counts as harassment? Catcalling, making lewd jokes, commenting on someone's body, unwanted flirting, whistling, leering, intrusively staring, making suggestive hand signs, sending unsolicited lewd messages, obscure pictures, or sexually charged comments on social media or apps. Persistently following, watching, or monitoring someone online or offline. General harassment penalties are up to 1 year in prison. Repeated acts of stalking, if you disrupt someone's daily life, the penalty doubles to 2 years in prison. Online public harassment harasses someone in public or via computer systems, social media, Line, WhatsApp, etc., up to 3 years in prison.
You hear that, goofies? You hear that, goofies? Any of you guys do some goofy stuff like bothering, threatening, harassing? This ain't just women. It's for anybody. You do any kind of online goofiness, they'll get you up out of here, man. And we know who's next.
This is a significant piece of legislation, and it is all-encompassing. What people did yesterday or the day before is now potentially criminal offences for which you can face lengthy periods in custody. And remember, if you're sentenced to 30 days or more in Thailand, you can be deported and undoubtedly you will be blacklisted. So the ramifications...
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Why I gotta be blacklisted?
I'm a junior lawyer here at Anglo-Siam Legal.
So today we're here to discuss the major changes to Thai sexual offences, which came into force on the 30th of December 2025. We're already seeing via social media that these offences are being prosecuted, especially by public figures and those of notoriety. Please excuse me, I am going to read off the script today because these are new matters and I'm getting up to speed with these myself. Object penetration.
We went through
We've
all
probably
that.
all heard about it in the West.
We know about the penetration.
Persistently following, watching or monitoring someone
Following,
online
watching, or monitoring someone. How do you quantify that? Lead, I need some help. How do you quantify that? Like, so you can't even. What if you guys walk in the same direction? I'm just thinking of extreme circumstances, man. This makes even me nervous.
offline. General harassment penalties are up to 1 year in prison. Repeated acts of stalking, if you disrupt someone's daily life, the penalty doubles to 2 years in prison. Online public harassment harasses someone in public or via computer systems, social media, Line, WhatsApp, etc., up to 3 years in prison. This is a significant piece of legislation, and it is all-encompassing. What people did yesterday or the day before is now potentially criminal offences for which you can face lengthy periods in custody. And remember, if you're sentenced to 30 days or more in Thailand, you can be deported and undoubtedly you will be blacklisted. So the ramifications are not just the sentence itself, it's what comes after. Are you going to be made to leave Thailand? Can you come back to Thailand? This is significantly important if you live here with a family or in retirement. It affects how your life will continue.
So basically, it's good guys in, bad guys out, man. So you got to remember, back during COVID, when they didn't think that they were going to ever get their tourism back to the way it was, they had no idea it was going to surpass what it did in 2019. So now that they're like over flooded, like, you know, they have certain problems with certain groups of people. I'm not going to say any particular races, but there's a few different races, not black, that have really been acting out. So they're gonna start with them first and then work their way out.
New powers of workplace and abuse. The law is particularly harsh on those who abuse a position of authority. This section serves as a strict warning to managers, teachers, employers, etc. If harassment is committed by someone in a position of power over the victim, for example, a boss harassing a subordinate or a teacher harassing a student, the penalty increases to up to 3 years imprisonment. Indecent acts versus harassment. It's vital to understand the distinction between the new harassment law and the existing indecent law acts. Harassment is no touching, so it can be verbal, visible, digital. Indecent acts are touching. Any sexual touching that stops short of penetration, for example, groping, grabbing, hugging, or kissing without consent, is charged as an indecent act. The difference, an indecent act is a much more severe offence than harassment, carrying up to 10 years prison. Do not mistake unwanted touching for harassment in the eyes of the law. It's a major crime. The courts, after sentence, can introduce protective orders, essentially stopping you or restraining you from attempting to contact, following, harassing, etc., the plaintiff or the complainant for up to 2 years. Breaching these orders is a breach of the order and carries a further 6 months. Again, you'll all recognize these offences from back home, whether you live in Australia, Germany, America, UK. We all have very similar legislation. Now, Thailand has it too. General bullying. Now, this is
So basically, it's like it's turning into the Matrix. You know, I never thought I would see just bam turn into the Matrix. Yeah, this is definitely shocking and surprising, man. We're gonna read these super chats in a minute. Let me let him.
Big one too. Legal change to section 397. The amendment also updates the law regarding general bullying or intimidation that is not sexual in nature. The offence is where acts
Flyboy Way in the building. Shout out to Flyboy Way, my guy.
Cause shame, annoyance, or persecution. The penalty is financial. However, if it occurs in public or in front of officials, you can be imprisoned up to 1 month. In summary,
and let me, guys, before he goes in the summary, you guys got to understand, like, when you get in it's not like America where you get, you know, cable TV, and I can't believe it, man. Like my partners at home that be locked up, man, they get the fights, pay-per-view events, they get to make their own little meals, and they get to really get down, man. Like, you know, I've never been to prison, thank God. Closest I've been is a holding tank, thank God. But man, they can turn prison into a place that's doable for some people that's used to that type of lifestyle. But in Thai prison, there's no parole, there's no let me talk to my lawyer, there's no take a deal. It's like the deal you get is what you get, and they give serious prison time for drugs. But this is a whole new thing, so we're gonna see how this turns out.
The teasing defence is dead. We all, including expats, must adjust our behaviour to align with these strict standards. Intent versus impact. It doesn't matter if you didn't mean it or were just joking. The law judges this based on the impact on the victim and what a reasonable person in Thai society considers offensive. So, for a UK national, it's a reasonable person's test. The man on the London bus. Digital footprints are dangerous. A lewd text, message, comment, picture on social media, etc., or via line, WhatsApp, you name it, is punishable by up to 3 years in prison. Strict consent. With the definition of rape expanded, the age of consent is strictly enforced. Assume nothing. Ensure clear, enthusiastic consent in all interactions. Zero tolerance in the office. Professional boundaries must be absolute. The enhanced penalties for abuse of power mean the workplace affairs or flirting with subordinates carry immediate risks. Now, don't get me wrong. I work with a brilliant team here, both male and female. Do we have banter? Do we have a joke in the office? Yes, we do. However, now we all have to look at this.
That is true. Like I joke with my lawyers and my attorneys. I joke with my caddies. I joke with everybody. We have a lot of fun. But this is like, you know, I wish Lee would come on. Lee, you want to come up? Can I give you the link, Lee, so I can get your thoughts on this? Lee, you want to come up randomly and give a little thought on this? I send you the link. Lee. You can just say no if you don't want to, but if you do, Lee, I would love for you to just write in link, and I'll drop it right now so you can come in. And then at the end of this, you guys, when we go to part 2, when we start talking about would you go back to dating women in the Matrix once you're being out there, even with this law being said, would you go back? Would you go back? He's right. He gives females more power. But you got to remember, though, in fairness to the women out here, man, you don't know, man, the type of stuff that they deal with just because a lot of men know that they can. They know that they can get away with it and do, you know, things that they know they can never do at home. I'm just curious to find out what prompted this. I've been in Phu Quoc. I don't know what prompted this type of what's his face? He said Cambodia wins. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. He said street vloggers and yeah, man, y'all, whatever. What's that called that they do, the young dudes? What's it, Risen or something with Riz in it? Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, man. All of the hijinks and shenanigans that's about to be up out of here, man. But what Lee say? Lee say, so if she says you did it, then you see. That's what Lee. I'm gonna send you the link, Lee. I'm gonna see if the link gonna come up, because even Lee, who's like serious, knows the law and looks at it from both sides. Lee can't do nothing for you out here. Lee all Lee can do is tell you what he thinks. Like even here, you have to be. This is why like this guy John was my lawyer, but when it came time to go to court, you need a Thai person. Even though he's a lawyer in his country, in Thailand, your lawyer has to be Thai. So that's like super important. So you gotta know that going in straight off the gate. I'm gonna lay this down for Lisa. Shake down. I'm gonna read some of these super chats while I see if Lee wants to cam up and give his thoughts on this, because this is past the Matrix in my opinion. So so the first up on the super chat is the E1976, man. He always, him and Leslie are always first or second, but he got his own special 2026 lead in for Mr. E1976. Let go.
Yeah. E76 in 2026, showing love to that ninja rich. Yeah, cheers to you and all that you do. Yeah, cause I'm still in the mix. E76 in 2026, showing love to that ninja rich. Yeah, cheers to you and all that you do. Yeah, cause I'm still in the mix.
Shout out to E1976. My guy always coming through with the first or second super chat. Shout out to you, E1976. I love that song, man. I might still use that for one of my episodes of Zoom to Thailand, man. Or the Richie Mack show, man. What y'all think of the Richie Mack show? I got a new episode coming up tomorrow. If YouTube don't hit me with the yellow check mark, you know how YouTube do. You know how they do with you. And also my super chats, I'm toning them back a little bit so I can keep my live streams monetized, because I was going for it. Because this was my mentality was like, you know what? I make more on my super chats than I do on the stream, so I'm just going for it, man. But now I'm like, I can still do it and have a balance and make people still happy. You know what I mean? Like Leslie's super chat, because he's the godfather of Zoom Drive. His is a little. Let's see.
It's about the godfather of the Zoom Tribe. Leslie Lynch, aka Godfather. Still the is for the Zoom Tribe where we get live. Take all the women on social media, keep him to himself. He's the godfather of the Zoom Tribe, where he retains his wealth. Mount Vernon, New York is where he dwells. Played basketball with Denzel, donated to me and L. We love you, Leslie Lynch.
We love you, Leslie Lynch. Shout out to Leslie Lynch. He gets his own. But Leslie, now that I done made him his special ones, Leslie, every other day he's sending me, hey, this is the new one. Les, I cannot put women that are not clothed on the super chat. I can't do it. They demonetize me, man. So I can't do that. Anything that looks like that, I can't do it. But I can do those for you, man. Shout out to Leslie Lynch. Bernard Hoyt always sends me something here and there, $5 here, $2 there, man. Bernard's gonna get his own too. But right now, I'm gonna give him the Chocolate Sister, man. We had a lot of conversation about that, man. Do y'all like the Chocolate Sister? Well, this is beyond chocolate. This is dark, deep chocolate. But shout out to Bernard. Shout out to Blue Black, man. Do y'all like Blue Black? I think that's skin is beautiful. But at night, that would scare the shit out of me though. Like Blue Black is beautiful, but man, that's what we call in the hood Blue Black, man. Shout out to Blue Black. She's beautiful. Let me know what y'all think about Blue Black. Escape Chick is in the building. Another one of my OG partners. He said there's gonna be a lot of bar girls. Shout out to Escape Chicks, man. Escape Chicks, he came out here to Thailand and hung for a minute. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Escape Chicks. He always does great content, man. Always sending love and showing love. I'm gonna give him the $5 holler, man. Escape Chicks, are you in the dwarfs, man? I'm dwarfs. They don't look like the ones like we grew up with. They got something popping. This is what I do for the $5 hollers. You get the dwarfs. Dwarfs.
Cute little dwarf, short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. Cute little dwarf, short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarfs. Dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They eat a lot of veggies and they don't eat spaghetti. They're in the woods with a lot of heavy metals. I guess they call them little cause their growth is really stunted. Cute little dwarf, short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. Cute.
Hey, I like my little dwarf. Shout out to Escape Tricks for that, man. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Good to be seen. You did. Biscuit Brisket. This first time a white man been on something. Y'all don't know Biscuit Brisket, man. That's my boxing trainer in LA, man. Italian dude, funny as shit. Married to a black woman, black Brazilian. So like the jokes he makes, man, he's family, dude. He's hilarious. He is one of the funniest people ever. Love him, miss him. Can't wait to see him. Can't wait to get back to some of that pizza. Thank you for the $2 holler. Thank you for the $2 holler. What we got for $2? What we got for the $2 holler? Lead, I got this from Guap, man. Guap has the best. Guap is the best at this, but I'm gonna give him the thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Shout out to Biscuit Brisket. And the last one we're gonna move on after this is Cesarino. What does Cesarino say? Cesarino says, if their judicial system operates similar to America, the laws will only affect the males. The Thai women have nothing to worry about. Oh, I can see that. I mean, I think this law is primarily for males. I can see that. I can see that. Let's let them finish and we can move on to our next segment, which will be, do you go back?
I don't think we're going to change very much in the office because we work in a good situation. None of the jokes or banter or offensive or of a sexual nature. Mm-hmm. We just enjoy what we do.
But then how do you know which is offensive? How do you know? Because black people are some of the most sensitive people ever. You make any kind of joke, everybody's uncomfortable. Like they can't make jokes, you used to be like a word, the black dude, the Polish dude, and the Italian dude walking the bar. Those kind of jokes now, everybody's super sensitive, can't tell a joke. Now, don't get me wrong, certain things you just can't say. But, I mean, people are so sensitive, you just don't know. And my whole thing, the only thing I worry about with this is will they turn this into a hustle? Because in the Matrix, women have 3 different hustles. It's the divorce hustle. It's the marriage hustle, and it's the he did something bad to me hustle. And these hustles, even if they don't get found guilty, people still have to pay a lot of times. So when you have money and people know you have money, you become a target. I remember a show I produced called Bagging with Corey Holcomb. And I like to say I was the first person to discover Corey Holcomb. This was before he was on Wildin' Out. He was on my show Bagging, which was basically Wildin' Out. Shout out to Nick Cannon. I told him what he did. He said he didn't do it, but all right. Shout out to Nick Cannon. But it's just been like it turned into a hustle. So I'm just worried about like, a woman can get mad and just say, he woo 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 woo. You know what I mean? And they're not going after the women like Charizno said, they're going after the men. And who's the one with the money, generally speaking? So that's what makes this a little bit uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, because you just feel like, am I coming all the way over here to get caught up in a twist? But like the lawyer says, like, they have banter, but how does he know when the banter turns to a different level?
That is perfectly all right. When you overstep the mark, that's when problems can assist. So, Ashley, obviously these new rules and laws are now in effect. We started to see on social media that celebrities,
Yes.
movie stars, etc., or politicians are already using these new offences. From your point of view as a Thai lawyer, how do you think this is going to change the concept of the law in Thailand, and what's your kind of take on it?
Okay. So firstly, I would like to mention about the rational necessity of the most recent Amendment Act to the Criminal Code as set out in the Statement of Principle and Reasons, which was prepared during the drafting process. And I quote from the statement that this amendment responds to the increasing prevalence of sexual violence and sexual threats in society.
Now that's what's crazy. Like, I had never ever heard of any type of violence or anything like that out here. Honestly, I've never even heard of it. Like, never seen. Even when I've seen arguments drag out. I've seen one time I was on in Bangkok on Sukhumvit walking, and it was like 4 dudes talking to a lady boy, and they wasn't really getting along with the conversation. I don't know what it was about, but they definitely had their thing. So if they have an argument like that and it goes bad, like, how does that work? You know what I mean? That's another thing too, man. Lately, not trying to single out anybody, but a certain faction of group of people have been like getting attacked by lady boys. And, they say because they don't pay them or whatever that they do. Certain faction group of people out here don't adhere to the rules and the laws. Like they'll say, okay, so a massage out here costs roughly 300 baht, which is like $10, $11 for a 1 hour massage, y'all. I've been saying this for 4 years. They're gonna go up on the price eventually, but it's still about 300 baht. Some dudes, I've been in there, I've seen it happen. Dude will get his massage and don't want to pay. Be like, I don't feel like it was worth it. I'll give you 200 baht, which is like, $6. And they can just do what they want, you know what I mean? And now, the Thais are fighting back, man. They like, you know what? Now we got the law. Now we got the law on our side. So F around and find out. Shout out to the technical brother. He said, what up, Richie? All good things must come to an end. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good thing. Doing what people were doing, if it was offensive, it's definitely not a good thing. But fun things like having fun and not doing it to break any laws, but doing it because it's just fun. You know what I mean? They grab us literally. But if you grab them back, hey, you could get caught up, man. Everybody got to be on their P's and Q's, including me. It's just for the technical brother right here.
I cannot meet you na because I have to work hard na. I have to take care of my family, my cow and my buffalo. Now my buffalo sick เนี่ยตัวขาวจั๊วเลยกลายเป็นควายดอดหมดแล้วเนี่ย Can you send me money ได้ไหมอ่ะอ๋อชื่อขาวเหรอส่วนไหมคะ
My buffalo sick.
นี่ค่ะ You want to? Come now.
So what's my man said? All that Johnny Somali issue is over. Yeah, I was just looking at that, man. Johnny Somali and the Russian dude Vitaly are still in jail, man. And I think they had a lot to do with prompting this because before they didn't really have laws in place. They would just usually just because Thai people just want chill, man. They don't want to be putting you in jail. They don't want a bunch of stuff, and you have to literally force their hand for them to do that. But now with this law.
Yeah. Under the previous law, such conduct was treated merely as a minor offense, punishable by a maximum of 1 month's imprisonment or a fine that up to 10,000 baht. Now, this lack of clarity makes the law ineffective in the practice and fails to adequately protect victims of sexual harassments or to enable effective prosecution. So, as someone who was once a law student, there are many court precedents on sexual offense that were applied in the past cases that are outdated. For example, in the distinction between the offenses of rape and indecent acts that depend on whether the offender intended to commit sexual penetration or not. Now, if we classify the sexual offenses into 3 categories in order to severity, they consist of rape, indecent acts, and sexual harassment. And when we consider it together with the fact that this is the first time that we have a legal definition and a specific offense of sexual harassment, which covers any act that does not amount to an indecent act. Such conduct includes physical actions, verbal acts, stalking, or any other means, whether occurring in public or online. This definition therefore operates as a newly established safeguard, which is designed to address sexual offenses as comprehensively as possible. So in my opinion, this definitely represents a significant advancement in Thai law.
Thank you. Now, we live and work in and around a entertainment area and an area in Pattaya where we have a lot of expats, foreign travellers. Now, we all go out for walks every day. We all go to different locations to eat, socialise, etc. You and I will both have seen how everybody acts. You can only walk down some streets in Pattaya, in the famous zones, and, you will be, as a man, you're grabbed by a lady.
See what I'm saying? He knows.
You'd be grabbed on the bum or they go for something else, and vice versa. Men will do that to some of the girls that are in the service industry. How will this law affect, technically, if a lady grabbed me and I didn't want it, or if I grabbed a lady in that situation, this law is going to encompass that as sexual acts and harassment.
Yes.
So in effect, people going about their daily lives, we can be offended as tourists, as expats and people living here where we're grabbed and groped unwantedly. On the other side, if we do the same to the local population and those who are employed here, if they take offence, they can prosecute. Many things are changing. I can't see how the landscape in Thailand is going to change yet. These new laws are just coming into force. Will it change the interactions between expats and Thais? Will it change the interactions between entertainment venues and the industry, publicly or privately? It's open to interpretation. This could have a severe impact on many people, or many people may just dismiss and get on with their daily lives. But at the end of the day, these rules are here and they're in force. And I think, especially the first few months, it's going to gain notoriety and there are going to be allegations, charges and prosecutions. Now, in part 2 of this, I'm going to go through what we would...
He said there are going to be charges, allegations, and prosecutions. You hear this, y'all? From something as easy as looking to... So she can touch you, but if you touch her back, that's it. That's the only thing I'm worried about, man. Is this a law to protect people, or is this going to be a hustle? That is what my concern is of how that's going to work, man. I don't get it. Shout out to KJ. KJ say, Andrew, you are right. I've been traveling since 1995. Every time we talk about good things, it's fine, but when things go wrong, we're to blame. Well, not all of us, just the goofy ones, because this dude, Thailand has been Thailand. People been coming here since the Vietnam War. So, for this to happen now, it had to have went beyond a boiling point for people to have to, put this on the book. I want to know what prompted it. That's what I want to know, because in a little while we might be. I mean, I'm back now, but I'm always when I was gone and I wasn't sure about what was going to happen with my visa status, I was looking at different places, man. I was already like setting up, like I was in Vietnam, Malaysia, everywhere looking around just in case, man. Because but at the same time, no other place will allow any of the goofy stuff that goes on in Thailand, especially Pattaya. So, you know, they're just catching up to everybody else, in my opinion. But shout out to KJ 1020331. I'll give you the Venezuelan. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. I wish him like a would say it's all about the you. What's the you? I wish him like a would. What is that? What's about the you? What is that? I don't know what that is, but till I figure it out, I'm gonna give you like okay. I'm gonna give you guys an example from my Patreon. Like this is my caddy. You guys don't know one of my caddies. Now, could I get in trouble for this?
Yeah, there you go, baby. Throw that. Let them know. Let them know, Huey. Let them know. Who got the number one through? Who got the number one through? Hey, she knows she got the number one. Huey got the number one. No, that's number one, baby. Y'all write in and let us know. Is that the number one through?
All right, now that right there, we play and have fun all day long. Now, can homie go from like having fun doing it and then later on go, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't like the way you woo 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 with the woo woo woo. How does that work? Shout out to him, wish him out like a would. But that's what the things that I'm worried about. What if about the stuff I did in the past? Like, is any of that stuff like, is that crazy? Oh, he said the Miami Hurricanes. Them Canes, boy. Miami Hurricanes, man. Y'all don't know, man. Miami Hurricanes, back when Michael Irvin and them was playing, it was balling. University of Miami. Thank you guys for letting me know. I didn't know what. Hey, everybody telling me University of Miami. He said you go to jail. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the thing that's weird. But even though we switching our content anyway, we know we got the Richie Mack show. But we still gonna be zooming to Thailand. But I'm saying, but before, so we're clear, man. Let me make this clear. So before, when it was zoomed to Thailand, that was 5 years ago. Couldn't go nowhere else. We were stuck. Everybody was in the house. But now I'm moving around, man. So I can't zoom to Thailand and Malaysia or Singapore. I gotta be able to do the Richie Mack show and do it everywhere, man. Y'all gotta check it out, man. But for y'all that missed the open, let me show you the new intro. Show you the new intro for the Richie Mack show. Be ready for this next episode. You dig?
Two real brothers, greater than 20 surface friends. So yeah, brotherhood exists, but you don't start with it.
We got to get right into it, y'all. Y'all ain't got time to wait. Let's get to the.
That tribe becomes your brotherhood.
Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mack show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mack show or go to church. Either way, it all works. I like the cash, I like the cars, I like the clothes, I like the work, I like the perks, I like the shows, I like the blow, I like the herbs, I like the snow, but I don't like the cops or the jails or the POs. I like the girls, I like the head, I like the throat, I like the ones who love the gag and start to choke. Damn. I like the shy, I like the more, I like the bold, But I don't like the dry or the ones who run from pole. I like to dance, I like to shake, I like the groove. I like to drink, I like the wine, I like the booze. I like the whites, I like the Asians, I like the hues. But I don't like the whack or the ones who got no moves. I like the long, I like the short, I like the real. I like the fake, I like the make, I like the feels. I like the dark, I like the tan, I like the pale. But I don't like the broke or the ones who got no spray. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mack show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mack show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Show.
Y'all be wondering where I got my hat. That's where I got it, in Malaysia. Got my hat in Malaysia because like everybody got a baseball cap. Everybody got a golf cap. I said, I got to be different, man. I want to be different. So this is part of the Richie Mack look with the sunglasses, of course. He said you might need to change some of those lyrics. I know, right? So we're gonna move on to part 2 now, man. You guys, for the second hour. We're gonna try to keep this thing 2026. I'm gonna try to keep this thing on schedule and moving. Now we got to get into the next part of this. We got to get into, once you go black, will you go back? Will you go back? Let me see if I can bring up this sister. I don't know. See that for the Richie Mack show, man. I finished the episode. I'm gonna put it on my Patreon because oh yeah, make sure y'all join the Patreon, man, so I can show y'all things I can't show you here. Oh, here it is. Okay. There it is. Because the sister is like, she's saying, they saying for the white guys, like, you know, not the blacks, not the Asians, not the Hispanics, but for the white guys, they ready to bust it open. Let me see. There it is. See what she says, you guys. See what you guys think about this right here.
Is it true that once you go black, you never go back?
But the real question is, once a black man. Now I got this James Brown playing. I don't want to get hit with the copyright strike. But that's her question. Her question is, once you go black, will you ever go back? Now I gotta take this down. I don't know if this is she's showing too much cleavage or whatever. I'm trying to be brand correct. She's saying once you go black, you don't go back. But us as black men who grew up on black, or even if you're not black, if you dated black and you leave the matrix, and not just black, it's just matrix-minded women. You could be anything, Asian, Hispanic, black, white, anything in the matrix or English-speaking countries. Once you leave Thailand, once you leave the U.S. or any of those countries and come to a place like Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, Brazil's becoming a lot heavily feminist as well, but even Brazil, anywhere outside the matrix, and you've dated and you've experienced, like Elle, what you eating with your big old leg?
Egg, bacon, and green.
Egg, bacon, and green? All right, she's eating egg, bacon, and green. But how do I go back to arguing? I'm going to tell you guys, man, I had one of the baddest fitness chicks Body so cold, like anywhere we go, whether it's on a boat cruise or the beach or anywhere where she peels off, all other women do this. That's the one thing about women, though. They'll give it up. Like women see a woman that really got it popping, they give it all the way up, and they would literally bow down to her because she had it cracking. And we was like two teenagers going at it all the time. But this was so messed up. It overrode all of that stuff, man. It's like I couldn't go back to that. Thai noodle. That's what I'm on right now. The Thai noodle. Yeah, I'll call you. I mean, I personally can't go back. Like to whether it's a French fitness chick or a black girl or even Hispanic. Like in LA, Hispanics was like that's all I was on. Anybody grew up with me know. Like that was it. It wasn't really with the Asians for me, even though I've been dating Filipino girls since high school, but the Hispanics, and they still got a soft spot for that. But to go back to that mentality, I had this Spanish girl, man, with so much body, built like a sister, Spanish, and man, I used to be like, I pursued her for feel like years, and she would keep dangling the carrot. You know what I mean? Like, let me know you keep it up, you will get there. But it was just always, you got to go through this hoop, you got to go through that hoop, and it was just. Let me see if I got a shout out, because you guys know, like when I tell my stories, like I back mine up with facts. If y'all didn't watch the documentary I did called Still Single, let me see. I did this documentary called Still Single. Okay. Still Single, a divorced man's journey to understanding women. Okay, here it is. What is this? Single blue. Let me see if I can pull this up for y'all right quick. Let me see right quick. Let me see. And in this shot, you can't really tell like how much body she got, but I'm gonna give you guys a thing. Okay, so I did this documentary, right? And I put together a group because in my mind, I'm always like thinking ahead. Like I'm gonna have a still single girls group, right? So I put this together, all different nationalities, white, black, mixed, Hispanic. But this, y'all can't see my thing hovering up. So the one on the left, next to the girl in the stripes, that one. Body was crazy. The one in the middle, Britt, she was cold too. Britt was like, she really wanted like some mentorship type stuff. The other girl, the blonde with the what's her name pants, the flowered pants, the red flower pants, she I think became a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader back in the day. I don't know what she's doing now. Nick Cannon seen her, is like, we putting her on the show. I think he brought her on Wildin' Out and all of that stuff, man. But the one second to the end on the left with the black tie, I got another. I can't remember her name. If I knew her name, I could can't remember. It's been so long. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Okay, which one is this? Cover 5. All right, let me show y'all, man. If y'all don't want to see this, put a 0 in the chat. If you want to see this, put a 1 in the chat so I'll know what we're doing, because we about to get into this going back thing, but I'm showing y'all examples of why I won't go back. Okay, so, and this ain't the best picture of her. This is on the photo shoot. This isn't the one that we actually use, but just showing you guys. Okay, so once again, in Hollywood as a director, so I'm the director, so I'm in power position. So I made a point never to cross any lines while we're working together. But after work is done and you're not working no more, then it's on them. But if you are dealing with somebody while you're working with them, at least in California, that can be considered whatever that word is. But afterwards, we good. So which one do y'all like, man? So I'm gonna give you guys so the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, face caught up on the left, the thick Latina. Second to that, Brittany's in the middle. I know y'all gonna like Brittany. And then this girl, the blonde, I don't remember her. The black girl, I can't remember her. And then the little one sitting down, she might, y'all put the ones. I see the one. Theo Wop said, I will. Shout out to Theo Wop. Yoda's in the building. Yep, Britt Lucio. Yes, that's Britt. Yes. Okay, so y'all know I ain't making this shit up. Let me see if I can find some Britt. Y'all know who that is. But she ended up blowing up, man. I don't know what she's doing now, man. Shout out to Britt. But let me see. But Britt, see, when you're a director or a good director, you can see star quality. Like you can see like I saw it with Fern, like I could just see it with people, like let me see, what's this? Is this it? No. See, man, this is so long ago. It's not on this drive. But Red was cold, and she knew it. You could tell by the way she looked at the camera. She knew what it was. Let me see. Which one is that one? Cover 3. But this is what I would be going back to. The point of me making all this is to show you this is what I would be going back to. Image file. Because as a director, it's not really hard to get a girlfriend. I mean, it's not. But you could get caught up. You do it the wrong way. Okay, like this one, like these right here. This is when I did the major show photo shoot. I did commercials. I did everything. So that one with the red top sitting down, Puerto Rican. They was letting me know. Back then it was a cool thing. I'm trying to find. Oh, here's another good shot of Britt. Which one is this? Let me see. All right. See, a lot of people say, they had to leave. They had to leave because they couldn't hang in the U.S. They had to go somewhere else. Not with the Travel OG. So you get a better look. Look at Britt. Like Britt knew what to do, man. Britt knew what to do. Britt was always like she stood out like that was like my version of the Pussycat Dolls. I was trying to narrow it down to 5, but I couldn't decide out of those 6 because the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader one, she was prettier, but the one on the left with the New York shirt, she had more like let's say star quality. Which picture do you guys like? I might want to use one of these from the Ghost. I say she dropping it low. Yeah, man. It was like it was a real thing. But I'm saying, but I risk the whole point of me showing you guys this is that even though they putting it out there like that and made it cool for me, like I risk getting in trouble if I crossed any lines. You know what I mean? He said, Drew said, time to sell that whip. Yeah, man, that's my classic 1972 Eldorado convertible, all original. Even the 8-track still works. Yeah, that's my uncle left that for me, man. That's probably gonna be one of the last things I keep because I'm going back to sell everything. I'm having a fire sale back at the crib. It's time to let it go. Shout out to Theo Waff. Theo Waff, which one do you like, Theo Waff? What is Theo Waff like? But the point I'm making is if I took advantage of the situation of me being in the position of being a director and did any kind of nefarious stuff, you know, that could get me in a lot of trouble. So you have to really be careful. You have to be. Al Green is kicking the A-track. Yeah, it's so funny, Charles. You say that is because what I did was the only thing I did instead of taking out the 8-track, I put a CD player. That's how long I had the car. Put a CD player in the glove compartment. So what I would do is I would only play songs from 1972 in that car. That's Blue Jeans. Yeah, Blue Jeans. She was cool too. She was cool too. But any of them, I believe, I could be wrong, but any of them, I think, because of the position I was in, I could, you know, have at least a chance to, you know, make some things happen. But you can't do it in that situation. But that's the kind of thing I wanted to show you the auditions, man. That was after they hired. I had a whole auditioning process. A whole audition process where they would, you know, because this was like the finals. Like I had maybe.
And for all.
Now I'm gonna show you star quality right here. Like this one I was doing. No, but it got music. Got music on it.
5 different genres.
All right, let me see. This is going on the Patreon, you guys. So I can't show you guys. I'll show you guys a little piece, but because it got music on it. But make sure y'all join the Patreon, man. I can show you all this stuff. I ain't got to worry about the goofiness. Patreon segment Filipino. This is what a real audition was like. So.
Genres?
Yes.
We're doing 5 different genres, guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
She says she ready.
I don't think I'm ready to be quite honest. I'm like stiff.
You were so ready. You were so ready.
Live from beautiful downtown Burbank, it's the Richie Mack Show.
First of all, I'm glad that I got that stamped because the word Richie Mack Show, I've been had the Richie Mack Show. I don't want people to think because other people got names, this show and that show and all that show, but I've had the Richie Mack Show. You know, this was in 2015. So I've had that name Richie Mack Show since 2015.
Yes. She says she ready. I don't think I'm ready to be quite honest. I'm like stiff.
You were so ready. You were so ready.
Live from beautiful downtown Burbank, it's the Richie Mack Show.
Happy that happened to your TV screen. A life full of ghetto dreams, something you never seen. This show that's not a lot. You fucking out in the models and hopping no riders on the Happy Network.
So I would make them switch styles to see if they could dance to any style. Gotta make sure I stop so I don't get hit with copyright.
Hey.
Tell what you got.
Drink, all my life, man.
Okay. So I would shout out to Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap just got out, you guys. Shout out to him. That's how long he been in jail. So anyway, let me see. I can turn the volume down though. But I wanted you guys to hear the interaction I have with them as well. Like because the key to it is to make them feel comfortable because they don't know you, they don't know what you're doing, but and so they'll clam up on you if they don't trust you. They feel like you kind of giving them creep vibes. But once you get them to open up and realize it's all good, Mary Hamilton say she nice. Yeah, Filipina, man. She was dope. I had a Filipina, I had a black girl, and I had a Dominican girl. So yeah, guys. So now the question is, and I want to bring you guys up, man. If you guys want to Talk about your experiences. I want to know, would you guys go back? So I want to know if you guys have dated out the matrix, would you go back to dating? He said, oh, he said, oh, in the graphics you have the twice in the Richie Mack show. Oh, okay. I gotta remember that. Thank you. So you guys let me know, man. So would you guys go back? That's been out, that's dated out. Would you go back to going to what you were doing, or are you gonna stay where you at? I need to know. Let me see what y'all got to say about this, man. While y'all writing in, I'm gonna give y'all the law. 1738. Yep. And I'm gonna drop the link so y'all can but don't come up unless you got a real story, like or what it is. I want to know opinion. I want to hear both sides. I want to know if you would go back, if you wouldn't go back, and why. And if you're in the matrix, I want to know why you want to stay. You know what I mean? Let me know. Facebook holler, YouTube holler. Let me know what it is, man. While we're doing that, I'm gonna give you guys the intro. I know a lot of y'all missed it. Y'all be showing up late. This is the intro of the subject of the stream. So let go. Welcome back to paradise. As I re-enter the land of smiles, I come to find out there's some cold, hard rules that could get you caught up in 2026 if you're on some goofy-ish. Thailand was and still is the ultimate freedom in my opinion. But as of December 30th, the rules have changed. In the blink of an eye, the game in Thailand just got harder. A look, a comment, a DM, it could cost you 3 years of your life in a Thai prison. This is not clickbait. These are facts. Tonight, we're breaking down the black and white letter of the law with legal experts. If you're here or you plan to come here, you cannot afford to miss this episode. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. But we aren't stopping there. We're going deeper. In part 2, we're asking the question that keeps the internet talking. Once you leave the matrix, once you experience the love, the peace, and the options overseas, is there any turning back? We're talking to all men, but specifically to the brothers tonight. You've seen the world, you've dated outside the code. The question is simple. Once you go black, do you ever go back? And do our sisters have the same options abroad? They seem to think so, until reality sets in. We're going to bring people live up to tell their stories. We have the panel, we have the facts, and we have the new rules of engagement. This is not a drill. This is reality. Welcome to the Richie Mack Show. Let's get to work. Shout out. Wait a minute, let me make it big. So the question is, would y'all go back? Let me see if some of y'all are saying. Shout out to Africa Islam, the OG of the Zoom tribe. He's part of the tribe. He's from the Zulu Nation, so he's a tribe member. He say, Neo, save us. Hey, Africa Islam, I'm back. So your little one-line emails, I'm back now. Just letting you know. Ronan Travers say he will be going back. Ronan Travers, you going back to the sisters? I got to hear this. Ronan Travers, you need to cam up. You need to cam up. I want to know what you mean by that. What does Danny say? I want to answer this, and the answer is hell no. Once you've been with women who haven't been feminist, indoctrinated, who haven't been ruined by Western culture, you can't undo it. You can't go back. That is a bar right there. Damn, I wish that was a super chat. I'll leave that up. That is a bar. Danny, you want to come up? Come on up. Rona said give it about 3 to 4 years. There's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. 3-4 years could change. We got somebody. I need to see you though. I need to see. Oh, there you go. Lee, what's going on, man? Put the thumbs up when you're ready to come up. I can't hear you. You're not up. Yeah, okay. You put the thumb up. Back up a little bit. You're a little close to the camera, but I'm gonna let you come on up, man. Let me hear what you got to say. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. What up, Lee?
How's it going?
I can hear you, brother. What's going on, man?
Well, I've lurked in chat before. I just say congratulations to you and many other brothers out there who, well, come on, you're trying to find happiness. The only thing I hate in particular is when we got people who ruin it, but what also I hate more than that, we got people who always just find any select reason, anything, to basically dismiss, disparage, anything to basically, again, just last night, I heard a guy who straight up, and trust me, he was just like, you just don't want to compete with us big dogs out here. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm going to put this in the most logical statement without getting angry because I've gotten sick of this whole thing in general. Shouldn't you be happy about that? Shouldn't you be happy you have all, if not all, the puniti you want, but you're angry at grown-ass men, their own money, wanting to go find something different? To me, look, I'm not a mean guy here, but you're basically just saying that you have some sort of fetish towards men who couldn't achieve how you did it, but you want them to stay and deal with whatever BS that comes their way.
Right. Well, you know what I think.
I'm not a mean guy at this. It's just, it gets on my nerves because look, everyone has a different life situation. Everyone's trying to find something out there, trying to find their place in this world. But it gets on my last nerve when, guy who's not even bothering you, but you have something to say, telling them how they should live, how they should be, how this. When I'm like, let him find his way. Let him find his happiness. Look, we got idiots every day doing stupid stuff like this. But here's the thing. You ain't calling out anyone else except the ones who, guess what? Apparently, from how you whining, moaning, whatever it is, apparently you really need them here to be dealing with stuff. Because it turns out the second they walk away, break the narrative, find happiness, that destroys the ego of what you think you are. Realizing one of the simplest facts, forgive me for it, but here it is. You ain't shit and you just found out.
Damn, Lee. Tell us how you really feel.
Excuse me, I could tell you for days. But when I watch this stuff, look, keep in mind when I say this, I never want to have a rage on the subject. I never do. But have a rage when it comes down to treating someone who's given their heart, mind, body, and spirit like trash. All to become a status symbol around circles of people who just want to use you for your body. So at the end of the day, I got to put it very simple. There is love out there. There is peace. But the first thing you got to do, give that love to yourself in the right ways. Hear me now, the right ways. It's never about trying to look better than someone, your car, this or that. You got to take care of your mind, body, and spirit before you can find someone else who could help take care of you.
That's a fact. And you know what's funny about
one life.
You get one. You only get one shot at this thing called life. You're absolutely correct. But he's right, man. Lee made a point, you guys. Let's think about the psychology of this. You are mad at somebody else for enjoying their life that doesn't even know you, that don't know who you are, where you live. You over there having fun, showing people you're having fun, and they're mad because you're having fun. You know what that tells me, Lee, when they do that? That tells me that they can't go or they can't afford to go. That's it.
I've had some bouts sometimes when talking to some people, and I'm not trying to focus on it too much, but it would just get me irritated. And if I gave the exact moment which created the irritation, is when I hear someone trying to say some spit like, oh, these are just some weak men going this place, that place, any sort of place. They ain't strong enough to be dealing with stuff. No, it's not about not being strong enough. They've been strong enough. They are tired. And it doesn't matter if some women try to steal this talking point because it's just funny to me. When men have a truth, then I see a lot of these indoctrinated ones come up and just be like, you know, I feel tired too because I'm not being treated right. And excuse me, forgive me for this, but I hate to use this. I really do. But y'all made it where now I just don't care. Here's a fun fact. You shouldn't open your legs to whoever and then start crying about how your life is.
Damn. All right, Lee. Hold on, Lee. Lee about to go in. Hey, Lee.
And I'm about to be even cold. Let me make it clear. Let me make how cold I am. This is coming from the Christian virgin.
You're a Christian virgin? You claim to be a Christian virgin? I don't believe you.
Dude, let me make this as clear as day. I was raised to treat women with respect, and also I don't want to be playing around in a cesspool of mess to where I bring a child out into a world of confusion if I don't set up things right. I never slept around, all that. Keep in mind, I'm not perfect, you know, but I do illustrate this. If I'm going to get into a relationship, again, you got to date for a while. But the one thing is this: I'm not letting that child walk in this life confused like I had to. And I'm taking that to the grave.
Okay. You didn't say if you was a virgin, though.
I did. No, I am. I haven't slept around.
Okay. Sleeping around and being a virgin is two different things. A virgin means you have never touched human flesh, inside of a human flesh. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, salute to you, brother. Y'all give him a hand in the clap. Let me see if I can get my my what's name for that. Because that takes serious. Where's my clap set? I just learned how to do this too in my what's name.
Excuse me, it ain't just about having some serious will towards it. It's also about what you deal with in life. Let me put it very simple. When I mention that thing about everyone has something going on with them, the coldest facts come down to this. We have broken households, kids not being taught at a proper age. I'm not acting like I know everything. But again, we're all just trying to navigate life as best as we can. And what comes down to that navigation is making the right choices. Choices that simply say, I'm not going to be like my predecessors. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be better. And not giving into a world that says what they think you should be.
All right, let me ask you a question. Wait, let me ask you a question. So what is your plan? Like 2026, what are your goals for this year? What do you want to do?
My main goals, first and foremost, I got to handle my situation involving parts of not simply my medical, but let's just say stuff involving my mother's past. I got to find out whatever benefits are going to come along the line there. But I also keep in mind, I have to build up my own, not just my own personal worth, but my financial worth. The difference is it ain't for anybody else but for me. I got to have the money in order to live because, again, no matter where you go, money talks.
Yes.
But
speaking of money talks, I got to get these super chats out of the way. I'll let you finish. Shout out to Danny says, I want to answer this one. The answer is hell no. Once you've been with women who haven't been feminist indoctrinated, who haven't been ruined by Western culture, you can't undo it. You can't go back. I dare anybody that disagrees with what Danny just said. Those are bars. Not only did he write it, he sent it in a super chat to make sure all you ninjas know what he's saying is the real thing. You know what I mean? AJ Johnson tells you, Lee, you got to bust nuts, but that's your business. So let me give him this $10 holler. You're not hey Lee, you're not offended by my super chats, are you? Because I gotta give one to this.
I ain't offended by it. Excuse me. There's a freedom doctrine that's been preached through the past bro movement, or more cases. Let's say Dennis Sperling, and the fact is, be free, be happy.
Yes, be free.
Why should I be offended by someone trying to live their life?
Well, here we go.
Pink pajamas got you open in the super chat. The pink monkey got you hoping it's like this and like that. Wanna hit it from the back. It's Richie Mac and me. Thanks for the super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat.
Shout out to Danny with the bar. He hit us with the bar. Shout out to Danny. Appreciate it. Dan, I'm just gonna let your thing sit up there until somebody else comes with a super chat. But I gotta read these. I gotta read my cash apps, man. I got a couple cash apps. I got one from Terrence Hill in the building. Shout out to Terrence Hill. I got one from Bernard Height, of course, $5 holler, and Vaughn. Shout out to you, man. He's saying it to you, Vaughn. He's saying, Lee, preach. He's saying, preach, Lee. So let me get him something, man. Let me get him something to let him know we appreciate him. When we give him something, we give him one of these new super chats. I'm gonna give you this pretty Thai Tony Braxton. Y'all know some of y'all follow her. I call her the Thai Tony Braxton.
Pretty brown girl, no, she got it. Got me on a hook and she knows it. With the kind of vibe you can control it, but got me singing. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing, she a pretty brown girl. Got me singing, she a pretty brown girl. Got me singing, she tight, she Cambodian. Yeah, she makes the skin is flawless. Her body is lawless. Halle Berry haircut, make you wanna run it up. Richard Mack.
Shout out to my guys with the $5 holla over there. It's 3 guys, so I got to give them another one too. I got to give them another one. Leader, people in the chat, man, they supporting you, man. But some people you say you got to release. Now, I'm not trying to get in your personal business, but I know you got to.
No, let me make it very clear. Yes, all men got to release. Don't think I'm not. Screw it. Don't think I don't handle myself.
There you go.
The other thing
get that out of the way.
But the other thing I got to put down. But the other thing I got to put.
Okay, just make sure you click what you say. I want to get demonetized. What were you gonna say?
Here's the thing. Yes, all men have to release, but one thing that comes into play is this: the honor of your soul and your spirit. At the end of the day, I saw a lot of things I didn't like growing up, and I didn't want to be anything like it.
Got you. Next,
and one thing that comes clear is this.
Here we go. Oh my God! Hold on. Stay with
That's what Lee be doing. Hey, I get it. We all, yeah.
But here's my point. Here's my point. We all got it, but here's the thing. You also got to remember one of the things in particular when it comes down to a relationship. This is a human being. I didn't get my chance to properly date because my situation was very different growing up. Whether it be from the loss of my mother to growing up around my brother and his wife, then to having to walk out to find my own way, especially escaping from a bad situation. But the difference is this. You have to build yourself first, gain your confidence, and become something. The difference is we got people all over now trying to spit this about, that's all you got to do. You don't need to be walking out here. Shut up. Excuse me? Freedom is the word of the day. And quite frankly, anyone who wants to fight against it doesn't understand the real term of it.
Let them know.
You get one life. I don't care how many times I say it. One. This is a big, beautiful world worth exploring. And if you're lucky to find someone that's willing to love you for you, regardless of who they look like, be happy. Bring something new into the world. When I see people try to even disparage mixed kids, this is all I got to say. There aren't a bunch of races across the world. We all are different when it comes to biology. But everyone's just a different color of wheat, grass, or God knows what. When you're able to create a child, regardless of where they come from, two coming together, you bring a new aspect into the world to create a better future. Don't demonize kids that have two different lines. Appreciate them.
Who are we talking to, though? I think because we all agree with you, man. I don't know who we talking to, but I hear you on the pulpit getting busy, man. Who are you talking to specifically?
Excuse me, it's not just about who I'm talking to. It's about a whole narrative that goes around because everyone wants to get weird about getting all touchy-feely and spit. Yes, there's money. Yes, there's family. But you want to know what's the most important thing? What you bring out and what sort of legacy you leave in this world.
All right, Lee.
Now, I put it as this. I'd rather have a legacy defined and divined by the Lord Almighty that's able to bring something better for the next generation than one plagued by ignorance and maliciousness.
We agree. And the crowd and the church said amen. We agree with that. Now let me move on to the next thing that we got to talk about. So Lee, you haven't been out of the country, I take it, right?
I've lived in America for most of my life.
Okay, you got to do something about that when you get a chance. When you're financially able, it's the first thing you got to do, bro. That's
one day, but remember, it all comes in time.
Yeah, of course. AJ said, "I'm gonna back Lee up with them 3 ladies from the movie, the 3, the hard way, the Asian, the white, and the black girl." Okay. Okay, they with you, Lee. They rocking with you. So you guys, like I said, man, I'm gonna be on for about 10 more minutes. So if you guys want to get it in, what you guys got to say, let me know.
Well, another thing I got to give to you, because I'm not gonna keep you. I don't know if you got someone else on the call or whatever, but I still just want to say God bless to you, brother. Because again, there are so many out here who don't even, excuse me, all men really want at the end of the day within their life is at least one select opportunity to know what it's like to be loved unconditionally and by a woman who wants to be there. And when I see the demonization, indoctrination, again, every sort of other thing that simply says this, instead of being loved, no, I want you as a concu, sir. I want you here when I need you, and then when I don't, I can kick you to the side. Well, all I got to say is, bug that. All right? You got your own little messed up problems. You can't seem to find your own essence of confidence, and you feel so insecure. You apparently got to go get a BBL like a certain somebody. I'm not going to say who. But all I got to say is love your body, ladies. You get one of these, and when you end up trying to make it fit someone else's directive, or again, you're trying to impress the sisterhood, you're missing out on one of the most important things to life, what it means to have someone who's there for you. Not just simply through the thick and the thin, but it's the person who, guess what? It's not just when they come home after a hard day. It's the fact that when you could get a warm hug that simply says, I'm here for you.
In other words, he's saying something meaningful and something real. And he's right. and he's right, you guys. He's saying some real stuff, man. Man, I want to thank you so much, Lee, for coming up, bro. You definitely speak from the heart, and you speak the truth, man. I want to thank you so much for that, man.
I'm 29 years old, for crying out loud. I'm still trying to find my way. But the thing I take peace in is knowing that I'm in God's hands, even when I don't know what to do with myself.
Okay. Shout out to Chris Baby. So, man, shout out to you, Lee, man. Thank you so much for coming up, bro. How long you been watching Zoom to Thailand? How long you been rocking with the Zoom tribe?
I forget how long, but I still remember the time when you introduced us to your lovely lady. And all I gotta say is I'm proud.
Go ahead. She back in the room. What you gonna say?
This is all I gotta say. I'm proud of you, my brother. Because guess what? A standard is set.
You gotta say hi to Lee. Lee is saying he's proud of me. Okay. Oh, for Doom. Okay, just real quick. Say hi to Lee.
I'm proud of you both. Come on, excuse me. There's something about when men who are truly happy for one another can appreciate and say, yeah, I'm happy my brother got someone who loves him. I'm happy. She loves him. I'm just happy. He's happy with someone who makes him happy.
All right, baby. Thank you. All right, Lee, man, thank you so much for coming up and sharing with us, brother, man. You're always welcome, man, on the channel whenever I do a panel, man. So appreciate you. Stay stable, stay a virgin, man. Save it till you get to Thailand, all right?
Well, not simply Thailand. Look, it's who God brings to me. I'm not picky, but one thing I understand is this. God brings you a helpmate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just someone for you to get your rocks off with.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, brother. Y'all shout out to Lee, man. Lee came up with some real stuff, man. I like it. Shout out to Lee, man. So you guys, I know Les. Look at Les writing in caps. Ice fit. I know she here. If she wants to stop in, she can. We got Leroy. Leroy done popped up. Leroy ready. Leroy, give me the thumbs up when you ready to speak your piece. Give me the thumbs up. I can see you, but you can't. We can't see you. Give me your thumbs up when you're ready for me to bring you up. Lee, can you hear me? I think Leon froze up. I'm waiting on your thumbs up, Lee. No, I can see you. You just got to give me thumbs up. I'll just bring him up. See, what I do is I tell you, give me the thumbs up when you're ready, so I don't just jump you up there. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Hudson?
Nothing much, man. Just wanted to come in because our brother said one thing that I have to disagree with. And it's just this one thing. He said things will come in due time. Don't wait. Don't waste your time. Things disappear is faster than anything. So I mean, just if you get a chance, you want to travel, you want to see the world, and you're just waiting for something to happen, you need to stop waiting. Just make it happen. Right now, I'm in the middle of trying to get rid of everything so I can just get out there with you. You know, where you at?
The Travel OG, you dig? Where you at right now?
Yeah.
Where you at?
I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Where it's cold right now. And so I'm trying to get my travel stripes, get to a few places. I've already been to a couple of places. I did your consult, followed your instructions, and followed your, and one of the warnings says don't fall for the first person you encounter. You know, I'm still dealing with that. So I kind of did fall into that situation.
You did a consultation, you didn't listen. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I did the consultation after I did my traveling after the first time I traveled.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And so when you gave me that warning, I just kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to tell you because I already, I already did that.
I made the same mistake, dude. I did the exact same. You can't help it because where we come from, when you find something you like, they speak enough English, you're getting along. It's like it's a no-brainer. It's like, dude, we're in there. But the thing of it is,
well, I was gonna say you witness a certain level of sincerity that you don't see here. In the US. You don't see any of the games. You don't see any of the and I'm not saying anything bad about, I don't want to say anything bad about people here. I mean, there's wonderful people in America, but I think a lot of women are under pressure in America to behave a certain way when they meet somebody new, to where that they just can't give it all out. They have to piecemeal their affections one little thing at a time. And then you go out to other places and you see how they treat their husbands. You see how they go 100 for you. You see how they treat other people around, and then you see a distinction that's and this is in the Philippines. You see a distinction in behavior versus what you see in the US. And so when you see that, you kind of fall into a level of affection that is like, wow, that's, you think it's something beyond, I mean, you think it's something beyond, what you see in America. It's just that a lot of women just don't have the culture in America to follow that path, to go 100%, like a lot of the, from what I've experienced in the Philippines.
Okay. So, first of all, somebody wrote and said, Portland, ain't y'all having riots out there? What's going on in Portland, man? Are you good out there?
Man, there's no riots or anything. It's just, I'm just trying to get the heck out of here. I don't even want to poke my head out the window.
Yeah, I get it.
So nothing not happened to me. I have no idea what's going on with all the protests, with all the issues and the problems. I mean, where I'm at is quiet. But I know there is some mess that's going on that's not too far away from me. Yeah. And I just don't want to get tagged. I don't want to get flagged. I don't want something that's going to end up being haunting me years down the line. Because
I get it.
I mean,
well, real quick, I got to do Ronan Travelers. Are you going to cam up? Because I want to hear from you. He's in the Philippines, I think, or he was. So I want to hear about the Philippines, and I want to hear about your experience. But first, let me give him this. This is for Lee. Lee, I'm telling you, Lee, they like you. They rocking with you. You gave a super chat for you, Lee, for the Cambodian. You did. Shout out to Ronan Travelers for giving up that $10 holla for Lee. Lee, you see that? That's on you. But see, here's the thing, real quick, before I go back to you, Leroy. Here's the thing.
Sorry.
I'm getting feedback. Yeah. Here's the thing. What a lot of the people in especially Asian countries, they think that being like as close to this cup as possible is beautiful. I had to teach Elle that her brown skin was beautiful. You know what I mean? So when you get something like that Cambodian girl that not only got the pretty brown skin and the bubble, she's going to serve just about everything in the U.S. period. You know what I mean? Because she has all those qualities, and if her head is straight, Leslie Lynch say he had a deal with her. He is on the phone. He said Chad Ochocinco stole it from him. But yeah, even Leroy said she's beautiful. So tell us briefly about how your trip went. So you went where before you did your consultation? What'd you do?
Okay. Initially, I went to the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
I went to the Philippines, and because there was a brother there that he was doing like condos, you know, and he did it before COVID, and he was recommending to me just go ahead and invest with him on something that he was putting together. You know, he was just getting another condo. All I had to do was just put in a small portion of the investment, and he covers the rest of the investment. And so I worked with him. Things didn't turn out the way I hoped. I didn't lose money, but things didn't turn out the way, you know, but he's doing fine. He does very well for himself. This is what he's making a living off doing. So he's doing all right. But I was down there. I visited several condos. I visited the area, saw a whole bunch of things down there. And we had a typhoon that came through. So there was like a super typhoon coming through. This is 2023. And so the condo called me, told me, you know, just come up. I'll be safe up there or whatever. And so I was on a dinner date with this lady. Like I said, the first lady I fell for. I was on a dinner date. I took her up to the condo, and we got some supplies, and we ended up spending 2.5 weeks up there together. And so, you know, it was just, you know, and that was my experience. That's how I felt for her.
But I can tell by the way you're talking, you're kind of editing a little bit. You ain't getting right to the Greek. So I'm just going to ask you some questions because you're kind of editing, and I understand why. I understand. Yeah. Not a problem, but let's get to the real stuff without being too intrusive. First of all, shout out to Ronin Travelers. Ronin, shout out to you. See if I'm learning how to do my little West name now. Wait, let me get Ronin Travelers in. Shout out to Ronin Travelers in the building, y'all. So Ronin is in the Philippines. You went to the Philippines. So Ronin, first of all, thank you for that $10 holler for Lee. Appreciate that. No we problem. Know Lee's a little backed up, and he got a lot to say, but you know what he's saying. Like I like what he's saying. You know what I mean?
He needs to release.
Yeah, he got to release. But I guarantee you, he's letting it loose. Just not that way yet. But he'll get there. Bless his heart, man. Bless his heart. He ain't got to worry about having no diseases and that. That's the good thing about being a virgin. No diseases.
100.
But so Ronin, I'm finna lightly grill Leroy a little bit. Before I grill him a little, I want to know. So Leroy, what part of Philippines are you in?
I'm out in.
I was in Manila. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was at Ronin. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm out in a province called Isabela. It's about a 50-minute flight north on the same island of Luzon. Mm-hmm. So I'm out in the province area, but yeah, when I stayed in Manila, I didn't stay in Manila. I stayed in BGC.
Right.
So, I'm bougie.
The nice part. Yeah. That's the bougie part. BGC look just like LA or anywhere else, man. It's the infrastructure is crazy. But let me ask you this. So Leroy, you were in Manila for 2 weeks. Did you go anywhere outside of Manila, or did you just stay in Manila?
And not in my initial trip. I've been out there 2 times. After that, I went to Tacloban. I went to that island, Dolores, whatever that island is, because I have a friend out that lives. Her husband has a restaurant that's like about 7 blocks from me, and I've known her for 28 years, 29 years now.
Oh wow.
And she has a place way out in she lives, but she's Filipino, and she has a place way out in somewhere in Dolores. I don't know. It's 4 hours outside of that airport that you land in, and I think it's Tacloban is the name of the airport, or the area where that airport is. I don't remember exactly, but basically you catch a flight from Manila. It takes about an hour south, and then where she's at, she's about 4 hours out, and it's just one road that goes all the way out to her. And so I stayed and hung out with them for about a week. And
Okay.
then
Let me ask you, because you're giving me all
that
the
was
details.
this year. That was this year.
I got specific
Go
questions.
ahead.
You give me. Let me be the interviewer, you the interviewee, because you're giving me extra information. It don't really move it. I want you to
I'm having
move me.
connection issues for whatever reason.
Okay. Let me know if you can hear me, because I got some specific questions. Let me know when your connection is good. I'm gonna give Mango his thank you for that super chat for the $2 holla. $2 holla. And then Leslie got one. Can you hear me now?
I don't know what's
Leroy? You not there? Okay, while we doing
I'm
that,
having there's like some kind of interference, and I'm wondering if it's
Dwarf. Cute little dwarf. Short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. Cute little dwarf. Short little dwarf. Everybody loves to see the cute little dwarf. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They eat a lot of veggies and they don't eat spaghetti.
can you believe that was a dwarf right there, Ronnie?
What we used to call them back in the day, spinners.
You can't.
Those are the ones you can turn around. We used to call them spinners. I'm 6'2", but I don't know. I mean, when they that short, you can spin them around. You know what I mean?
Spinners. Have you ever been with a spinner?
Oh yeah.
Oh really? See, I never. Yeah,
I used to throw cheerleaders around, bro. Come on, I was in there like but you. But I wasn't in that way.
Spinner. I'm talking about dwarfs.
No, never had the opportunity yet.
Okay.
Not right now. A lot of these dwarfs are looking pretty damn good. Man. Back in the day, they were like a little kind of like, too awkward looking, but now they're looking a little more normal, just small.
Dwarfs need love too.
Compact, yeah.
Dwarfs need love too. You dig? Shout out to the dwarfs. Let me see. Leslie Lynn say Richie Mack, this for the L Dress Fund. $5 holla. Let me see. Leslie Lynn, the godfather of the Zoom tribe. He has his own. He has his own super chat. So let's give him his. Where's Leslie at? Leslie's right here.
It's about the godfather of the Zoom tribe. Leslie Lynch, aka Godfather. Tell the is for the Zoom tribe where we get live. Take all the women on social media, keep him to himself. He's the godfather of the Zoom tribe, where he retains his wealth. Mount Vernon, New York is where he dwells. Played basketball with Denzel, Donnie to me and L. We love you, Leslie Lynch.
Our stream. We love you, Leslie Lynch. We love you, Leslie Lynch. Yeah, man. I give him his own, man. But Leslie's spoiled, though. He's spoiled. He won like 20 different custom super chats. I'm like, Leslie's
you better go. OG, man. He been here since you started your channel, bro.
Yeah, OG. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got to get his love. Let me see.
I had to put my Jollibee hat on because I'm sitting here in the Philippines, so
I hate Jollibee. I hate Jollibee, Ronnie.
I like the chicken.
I'm gonna ask you a question because I heard they got them in the States now, which is crazy to me.
They do.
I had two experiences at Jollibee. The first, I ordered chicken and spaghetti or something. They threw it in the microwave, handed it to me, and it just tasted like worse than a TV dinner. I didn't like it. And the second time I said I'll try it again, and then that time I got sick. So I was like, I cannot mess with Jollibee. What do you get?
I see fried chicken, and I don't like sweet spaghetti, but for some reason, their shit works.
That's for kids, though, because they made it sweet because kids are eating
like little bacon bits and cut up hot dogs or something like that in there.
Right, that's for kids. Work. And you get the chicken what?
The spicy fried chicken.
Okay, I didn't try that. I guess I'd have to do.
Your mango pies are pretty good. I like the mango pie. It's good.
Okay. Well, there you go. Y'all can support the channel here with Leslie and Sad. Super chat, Zoom to Thailand, Cash App. Y'all hit the Cash App and support the show. Oh man, we about to shut down, man. We are at the 2 hour mark, man. So at the 2 hour mark is when I shut down. But what you have any kind of experience or anything you want to talk about, Ronan, before I go?
You initially said something about going back, and it wasn't about me going back to necessarily black women, which I don't have a problem. I never had a problem with
not black women, just women in the Matrix. Not singling out black women, just women in the Matrix.
I'm
the whole
getting faced by them, even though I'm here. But if this doesn't work out, but you already know how age gap and foreign relationships work. I don't think I would ever have to leave this person to go back to a westernized woman. Right. You know what I mean? But I could. It wouldn't be a big deal.
So I'm going to make sure I got this camera. I'm going to put you on the solo cam. I'm going to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Leroy's still back there.
What happened to your boy? Put him in the corner.
Oh, no, I fixed it. It was just the Wi-Fi wasn't connected accurately. Actually, wasn't connected right. But I'm all right.
I'm going to end the stream soon. If I don't get no super chats, I'm the super chat hoe. But right now I got to grill. Ronan a little bit. It's time for Roman to get on the grill. So Ronan, you're telling me you, after being in the Philippines, after doing what you're doing, you would go back to date a woman in the Matrix. I'm putting you on the solo cam.
Would I go back? If I was to break up with this woman that I'm with right now, would I go back to the Matrix and date somebody from the Matrix? Yeah, I don't have a problem. I've dated all kinds. It doesn't matter to me. I've dated foreign. I dated American. I've been able to deal with both. But it's the mentality of the woman that's really the thing. It's not about where she's from. I wish
it is. It's absolutely about where she's from. Wait, hold on. Let me come back. Let me come back up.
More the software. I think it's more the software.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But if the software was so good, why are you in the Philippines?
I mean, you still have a woman that has a hypergamous mentality altogether. Doesn't matter where you meet them. And when we say we escape from the Matrix, you really don't escape from anything. You jump from one server to another. It's just different rules, whatever culture you go to. And yes, they're raised to cook, clean, and take care of their men, but their mentality can change based on who you are as a man.
Okay. Anybody agree with that? I disagree with that. My whole point is, can you find women in the Matrix? They're usually already taken because they're so far and few in between. They're either too young or they're taken. So that's what the biggest difference is. And I've been out here. How long you been out in the Philippines?
I've been here since May.
And it's your first time living abroad that long? Did you freeze up? I think he froze.
Besides for being stationed somewhere, yeah, living abroad, this is the longest I've been out.
Okay. And shout out to the Marines. My brother's a Marine.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. You understand me? Okay. So before we go, I gotta grill Leroy real quick. So Leroy, you came for 2 weeks the first time. You went to just in Manila, and then you came for 2 weeks the second time, and you went a little bit outside Manila. When do you plan on coming back to Southeast Asia, and where do you plan on coming to?
Well, first, my game plan is I want to sell. I'm trying to sell my home, so I'm just getting some work done on the home, and I'm trying to get that done in a few months here, so I can get out of this place, take the equity, and just go ahead and travel. Time is short, life is short. You want to get stuff done. Number two, I also went to Thailand, and that was in September last year. And where I was there, I was about an hour outside of Phetchabun, where they have a Muay Thai boxing training.
Hold on 1 second. Where's Phetchabun? No, Phetchabun. See, if we say say it, Noodle. If you say the word wrong, they won't even know what the hell you're talking about. They don't understand our accent. Phetchabun. Where's Phetchabun, Noodle?
Not far here.
Oh, it's not far from here? Okay.
Maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, well, that's kind of far.
It took about 4 hours to get me there. Well, where I was at, it took about 4 hours to get me there. I was at it.
Guys in the building. I'm sorry. I gotta give time to retire. Put the link for time to retire. Time to retire. You about to catch? I ain't standing on these long 4-hour streams no more, man. I'm trying to get in and get out. Pause. So let me get a link for time to retire. Now Ronan, time to retire is Miles. He's been coming out here since 2004. Built the house. Y'all know the story.
Yeah. That's tailor-made dreams, right?
No. Time to retire. Tailor-made dreams different. Tailor-made dreams. Wait a minute. I got a super chat. Hold on. He said, "Stay on, Richie. Get down there." Super chat. Oh, there we go, Mag. We got one. All right, Mag. Here we go.
Keep them coming.
Here we go. We're gonna keep it going. He done keep the string going. I'm gonna give you Leslie's. No, I'm gonna give you. I haven't seen this one. I'm gonna give you the pink toe super chat. This is the pink toe super chat for you, Mad Wood.
Pink on the inside, pink pajamas got you open in the super chat. The pink monkey got you hoping it's like this and like that. Wanna hit it from the back. It's Richie Mac and me. Thanks for the super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat.
Shout out to the pink toe super chat. You got to give it that. I seen Ronan like this. Yeah, Ronan, that's the pink toe. I've calmed down a lot. Like the super chats I used to do was wild. Now I'm kind of calmed down, so I don't get no yellow check mark. So I think that's about my extent as far as we can go. So so let's keep going, man. Mag, shout out to Magwood who's keeping the stream going. So when you came out here for 2 weeks and you went to Thailand. Okay, so I got to ask the question: what'd you like better, Thailand or the Philippines?
As far as infrastructure and everything, and my experience, I feel like Thailand was a better place to be at as far as because my experience in the Philippines. I mean, traveling outside the Manila, or even in Manila, I mean, public restrooms. Was oh my god, it's like a miles of difference between and I hate to put it on just public restrooms as whether you should travel there or not, but my experience in the Philippines was just horrid. You walk in and then you look and then you walk out because it's like there's nothing I'm gonna do in there, See,
okay, so let me jump in there and defend the Philippines real quick. Ronan, you can jump in whenever you want. Okay. Now, there's certain things that the Philippines has over Thailand. Number one, they're an English-speaking country, so it's easier to get acclimated. Number two, some of the most friendliest people in the world that will bring you back and do anything for you, which is what I love. And then number three, it's a sense of family that they have that is just like amazing. When it comes to but Thailand, that was the biggest differential for me is the infrastructure. Internet alone is just like it's just whooping Philippines ass. But I'll tell you one thing: the Philippines will eventually catch up. They're building a new airport in Manila. They're getting their act together, man. It's gonna take them a little while, but I give them. What'd you say, Ronan? 5 to 10 years? They'll catch the Philippines.
5 to 10 years if they can get over this embezzlement thing with some of their politicians.
Exactly.
Then a little bit faster, but a lot of investors kind of held up and pulled back once they saw uses of funds that were going on here. But it's supposed to be one of the fastest growing economies there is here in South Asia is the Philippines, and there is, like you said, a lot of growth, a lot of building going on, and potential of things that they're doing, like a bullet train and some other things they're working on aside for the airport. So there's a lot of things going on here that would want you to be in the middle of it. You come here, become a liaison for some major corporation. It's potential of you earning a lot of money here.
Right. I agree. I think it's just time for them to catch up. DJ B Fist said, "Yeah, let's keep it going, Richie, with another super chat. We got to come on back. We coming in to see. That's what they do. See, the funny thing is, I said I'm doing a hard out in 2 hours because I don't want to be lingering on. But when the super chats come, man, what I'm supposed to do, man? What I'm supposed to do?
Time for retirees, right? They just opened up. They just revitalized Subic Bay, so they're reopening that base. They're putting some permanent installations there for stationing people there because right now there's a conflict between China and the Philippines over the China/Philippine Sea and the shipping lanes. So that's going on right there at the top of the island that I'm specifically on. So
China's trying to do a Venezuela. China's trying to do a
and what they're doing, and they're also doing a Saudi Arabia where they're dumping sand in the ocean, actually building bases from China all the way into the shipping lane area. So yeah, they're getting real devious.
Doing that?
China is doing that.
They're dumping sand into what?
They're jumping sandbars into the ocean to where they can actually build bases on those sandbars, like Saudi Arabia did in order to build their little islands. They're doing the same thing in the China Sea to build out further into the ocean so that they can be closer to whatever conflict comes up with bases sitting there.
Wow.
Yeah.
China's getting bold, man. China's like, you know what? 30 years ago, y'all laughed at us. They say, now how you like me now? China, I always say, man, and I said this 3 years ago. I said, within the next 5 years, China's going to be the number one superpower. The reason why I say that, not because I don't love America and all of this stuff, but because they're so much more efficient. It's like they can build a train from one end of China to the other, a bullet train. They do it in Japan. America, they can't get a train from LA to San Francisco, bro. Everything is a fight. Everything is a struggle. So in terms of infrastructure wise and what they're doing, and these Chinese EVs, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, BYD is an awesome company.
Oh my God, BYD! I gotta shout out to my man Ron. He's fighting it. He's fighting the EV, Chinese EV. You can't stop it, man. Technology's technology. It is what it is. Shout out to G.
Hey, la mini. Cinturita de avispa, pompa grande, luce, rompe la calle. Ella sabe cómo lo mueve, sabe cómo lo mueve. Cinturita de avispa, pompa grande, luce, rompe la calle. Ella sabe cómo lo mueve, sabe cómo lo mueve. Hey, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini. Hey, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini. Hey, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini. Hey, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini, la mini. Cinturita de avispa, pompa grande, luce y rompe la calle. Ella sabe cómo lo mueve.
Hey man, y'all better come on. Lee done came back. Lee say people talk about him super chat. You gonna give Ronan a thank you for that super chat he sent out for you?
I wanted to say thank you, and hey, brother, don't think I didn't hear, Leroy. Don't think I didn't hear you. The only difference is I got to work on my financials and other things. I already have a friend I'm talking about getting to visit a place, but what matters first, getting myself together. When I say it comes in due time, I say it only for one singular thing. Got to get that money first.
Right.
That's a fact. Money makes the world go round. It is what it is. Where were we at? So we were talking about Leroy's situation. So Leroy, so you're liquidating everything. You're doing a fire sale and you're getting the hell out. When do you plan on leaving?
I don't know. By the end of this year, I'll be out. I know I'll be out by the end of this year. That's the goal. But every day is every day. I'm doing something every day to try and make it sooner. Life is short, like I said.
I mean, Leroy, give them the game plan. If you rolling out of your house or you have that rolling into some kind of investment portfolio, what are you doing to live off of your day to day? Do you have some kind of other extenuating income coming in? You're not just going to sell your house and just live off of that for the rest of your life. You're going to blow that real quick.
All right, look, I'm 58. You know,
okay.
Let me first apologize. I didn't know you were 29. I think you said you were 29.
Yes.
I didn't. Yeah, and so from that is like, yeah, I understand. But I'm 58, and as far as my retirement goes, I took a leave. I took a leave that they offered for my employment, and they gave me a cash settlement for that leave. And so I don't. It's better. It was something that it wasn't a layoff. So my insurance is covered till I'm 65.
Okay.
So with that cash settlement, using that until I can get this place sold. And I still have my 401k, I still have my pension. And then of course, 62, I'll start my Social Security because that won't pay off and that won't catch up. If you started at 65, it won't catch up until you're 79 if you started at 62. Basically, it's I think it's better if you started at 62.
Mm-hmm.
And then assuming that they don't do any changes to it. And so that's my game plan here. But as far as the equity, I don't have a plan with that amount of cash that I'll have.
Yeah, we need to talk. I can't send you out there like that, because depending on how you react to being somewhere overseas, Richie Mack will tell you, been plenty of guys come overseas with a wad of money, and next thing you know, it disappears real quick, depending on what type of chick you run into, depending on the opportunity you might think is there, but it might not be there. So, I mean, there's some things we can probably talk to you offline about, but yeah, I wouldn't walk around with that kind of wad of money and have access to it.
That's there for myself. But even I have to say, again, you're going to be surrounding yourself with a whole new culture and a whole new way of life. You got to understand a lot of the logistics. Keep in mind, I don't know much myself, but I'm still anticipating to go out there. But I first got to, again, equate myself with the language, what area I'd want to go visit, and then what I'm going to be dealing with out there. These are important factors.
Right.
Okay.
And
Go ahead. Go ahead, Leroy.
yeah, and what I've looked into, where I'm going to stay, how I'm going to stay, how much it's going to cost monthly. It's nowhere near what my compensation will be, and then also the equity from the home is pretty substantial. So I don't anticipate anything going bad outside of just getting robbed or getting hustled out by a bank or something like that. That's what
we're part of the U.S.
that's my biggest fear, man. It's like something's gonna come along and they're gonna clear out your bank account in some manner, and that's
the country are you in, Leroy? What part of the country are you in right now?
Huh?
What part
I'm in
of
Portland, Oregon, West Coast.
All right.
It's rough.
The reason I say that is I used to advise a lot of Californians sell their house, buy a house that's smaller in southern part of the United States, whether it be Texas or somewhere else. Take some of the equity out of that house, invest it, and then also play around with it. Maybe take a couple trips, but at least I'm thinking maybe sell that house in Portland, find something smaller that's in a Airbnb type of area where you can rent that out and have some kind of residual income coming in for that property. Then that way you still have something that's solid without you having to just totally relying on your retirement and those vehicles. You get what I mean? You got some kind of residual and some kind of base that you can always go back to.
Right.
But Ronan, theoretically, if you're responsible, you can live off your retirement. If you make more than $3,000 a month, anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 a month, you can live just about anywhere in the world outside of the matrix. Literally. Am I right?
My estimated retirement puts me around 8 to 9. That's just the pension and Social Security, not including the 401k. And as far as the equity, what I intended to do is that when I turn 65, I should get my full pension.
Mm-hmm.
I can buy a place at that point. I didn't want.
Wait. You don't want, at your age, our age, you don't want to buy anything unless you have somebody to leave it for. You want to rent.
Right.
You less stress, less money coming out your pocket, because I bought this place and I'm paying monthly on this thing, and it is costing me a fortune. But the only reason why I bought.
Go ahead. Well, I didn't mean buy a place in my travels. I'm talking about coming back to U.S. and buying a place when I turn 65. You
think you would come back? Wait. You think you would come back to the U.S. after being abroad for a few years? You think you would?
Well, like the advice what Roman was giving me is that I would get a place that you could rent out, something, but with the amount of resources I'm coming in, I don't want to take a chance at getting a place at this point, with the equity that I have here, and then running out of money, even though I would have residual income coming.
Ronan is right. However, I have that situation Ronan said, and I'm getting killed. You know what I mean? Like, I have a house in LA, in a beautiful part of LA, right near everything, in the heart of everything. Airbnb went bad. I had bad renters. They didn't pay. And now I'm in the process of like having to like sell my house because it's gotten so bad that I got to liquidate. You know what I mean? And it's like, so you got
a lot of games in the U.S. There definitely is a lot of games now with renting and.
Oh, yeah. And they have the rights.
Well, yeah, they have a lot of rights.
Right. So you don't even have the rights as an owner. You have more rights as a renter than you do as an owner. So the thing of it is, it's not guaranteed. Like my Airbnb, what made my life so sweet back then, because I had Airbnb, like Ronan said, Airbnb from like 2015 to up until COVID, I was doing $100,000 a year, easy on Airbnb, easy. And then after COVID, that's when things started getting weird. And then Airbnb changed the rules and the laws. So it's just not what it was. Everything changes after a while, just like this Thai law that's changed. It's like things are good. You got the good old days, as they say, and then you have what's presently going on. So if I were you, it all comes down to math. It's like, how much do you bring in? How much do you have? And how much do you plan on spending? And can you roll till the wheels fall off? Because you got to remember, you know, we all on this panel got less than 50 years, I think, before we got to check out of here. So do we have 50 years, 40 years, 30 years worth of stuff to keep us going? Those are the things we have to think about responsibly. You know what I mean? Like for me, for this place, you know, I would get us to L, split it with my kids. L get like a 60-70% split. They get the other 30 to split between my 3 daughters. You know, that kind of thing, you know, to be fair. But you know, you really got it all comes down to math. You got to take the emotion out. It just comes down to math and common sense, right, Ronan? Am I missing anything?
No, you're absolutely right. And then that's the other thing, Leroy. Do you have kids? Are you looking to leave a legacy for your kids, or are you childless at this point at 58 and you don't have anything tying you back to America beside maybe family?
So I have 2 daughters, 1 adult, 1 near adult. And by the time I get out of here, she'll be an adult. The concern is that with regards to a home, I know there's estate tax, and they asked about putting it in the trust and all this stuff. And
absolutely.
I think about would I have access to it while it's in a trust? I just rather turn it into cash and or turn it into
put it in the trust.
Yeah.
Put it in the trust and back it with a life insurance policy that's your mortgage guarantee. Okay. There's life insurance policies you can buy that depreciate in value as long as you're paying into your mortgage. Okay. And if you die before the mortgage is paid, the life insurance policy just basically pays outright the rest of the remaining mortgage, and your descendants own it outright. But if you have it in the trust, it protects it from probate court and the lawyers and everything to deal with that. Then the trust dictates how the property is actually being utilized, and it can also pay the state taxes if there's tax on the home, and the kids don't have to worry about paying that.
Okay.
I'm
now,
sorry.
So if I pass
a financial thing,
I know. We have to talk about that privately, I guess. You know, because I do have some questions and queries and health concerns and stuff like that I wanted to bring in that entire discussion. So yeah, it would have to be a quiet consult in that aspect of it, I guess. But
right. I'd say if you can't own houses in America, buy the land is always going to appreciate in value. Land is land.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can afford to do it, I would hold on to it some way, somehow. Even Richie, in your situation, the value of your home in California is nothing compared to what you could buy down south just to hold on to some land in America somewhere. You get what I'm saying?
You can. This is my thing. You're right, because land is the most precious asset for me. Right back then, but now it's not land; it's gold. It's precious metals for me. If I'm going to invest, I'm going to invest in precious metals because gold never goes down, ever.
You're right.
I've never seen a drop in gold in the last 30, 50 years. I've never seen it go down. So it's better than stocks. It's better than land, in my opinion. Now, Ronan is right. I've always lived by that philosophy. If you own land, you always have something tangible to hold on to. But the problem now, because of all the uncertainty of what's going on, we've never seen nothing like this, man. You just decide to just go take over a country and jack that oil. We've never seen like all these everything that's going on. It's a biblical proportions, bro. So it's like, so you want to, you know, even with my property that I don't want to sell and wish to God I could keep it, it just mathematically does not make sense. So it's like, so I got
mathematically, if you could think about it, say let's give you an evaluation for California. Say your house is worth $700,000. You could take $200,000, go buy a piece of property somewhere in Texas, Georgia, somewhere like that, still have something in America, and then take the rest of that and throw that into an investment portfolio, however you want to split it all, buy all gold with it. Who cares? You get what I'm saying? Now you have two assets, your investment portfolio and another piece of property that's of lesser value, but it still holds you to the United States. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, he's right. But what Ronan left out, he's right. But what he left out is that's contingent on your credit score. That's contingent on how much money you make, and you can prove. You can't just go and do it because that's exactly what I did. I pulled out $200,000, like you said, came out here to buy a condo, like you said.
And let me say this: even if you sold the house in California, you can do a 1035 exchange without taking any taxation hit and roll that into another property. And then whatever the difference is, that's the part that gets taxed.
He's right.
On the profit.
He's right. You got to do that within 6 months. He's like, you guys make sure you subscribe to Ronan. He's telling you guys facts. If he was wrong, I'd let you know. He's telling you facts. We just looking at it different because what he's saying is what I did, and now I'm at a different place. But he's right what he's telling you. He's giving you solid information.
I lived in California for 30 plus years. That's where most of my client base is, bro. And I've always been to move from California somewhere south and take that house because I'm sorry, Generation X, even if we had 7 kids, all 7 kids are never going to come back to that house. So why are you keeping such a big property? Right. You brought it as a retirement vehicle. Why not you liquidate that retirement vehicle, go somewhere else where you can buy a smaller house. So if a couple kids come home, you still have the room, you're spending less, but you still got almost the same damn size house. It's location. First.
He's right, guys. Can't argue that. Can't argue that. He's right. Let me give him the Ty Tony Braxton. This is the Ty Halle Berry. Ty Halle Berry.
I think I remember her.
She knows it. With the kind of vibe you can control it, but yeah, got me singing. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing. She a pretty brown girl. Got me singing. She tight, she Cambodian, and she makes the skin as flawless. Her body is lawless. Halle Berry haircut make you wanna run it up. Pretty mad.
Wow. And that was a nice little break.
We have the same taste, Richie, because every girl you brought up, I have either on Facebook, IG, something like that. I've even seen you on some of the same ones I liked. I was like, damn, Richie got the same taste.
That's why we couldn't be roommates. You couldn't stay here, obviously. We could not be roommates. That's what I say when people got the same thing. Like Leslie Lynch, you cannot say Leslie Lynch, he has every woman in the daggone in the hemisphere on any kind of social media. Look at Robert say, can't go back ever. The Matrix is zombie land. That is a fact. So I'm gonna give you a little pushback, Ronan. So Ronan is right about what he said, right? He lived in California, but if Ronan lived in California, he would also know people have been doing that for the last 10, 15 years, leaving California, moving to Texas. Mm-hmm. Texas is like the hot commodity. Texas people are pissed because California people moved out there, drew the prices up. So exactly. So that golden nugget is not as readily available as it was a few years ago, 5-10 years ago. What do you think? Where would you recommend tell people to move to, or buy something else?
I'm still saying if you're a veteran, go to Texas because you don't pay state tax as a veteran.
Plus, you got your what's name. My brother has it. He never used it. My brother's in his 70s. He never used his what's that thing you got?
Veteran until you go to Texas or any place that gives you an advantage for owning land and doesn't charge you any kind of state tax. You're already saving money right there.
What's it called, Ronan? The GI Bill or something?
The GI Bill, yeah.
He has that. And he never used. I'm like,
GI Bill, I think, for the education, and then you have the VA loan or a home loan.
Whatever it is, and when you're in the service, you get one time to use it, and he never used it.
You can use it multiple times. It's not a one-time thing. You're done.
Oh, they must have changed the rules.
Once you pay down on it and they release it again, you can reuse it multiple times. The VA loan is multi-use, not just one time.
Okay.
But the advantages are go to a state that does not that really appreciates their veterans, that won't charge you if you're either 100% retired or 100% service connected. You get all kind of advantages where you don't have to pay state property tax, and Texas doesn't have state tax altogether. Now you don't have to pay property tax, and you own land there. Come on.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is stay at least 2 counties away from any major state or city. That is like you got Harrison County for Houston. I live 1 county over. You got to actually live 2 counties away from Harrison County, so you don't get those rate increases based on the fact that there's so much crime coming out of Harris County. Right. They look at those things too.
Right. Well, there you go. Ron Saluki said home loan. DJ Falon said, Richie, have you ever heard of a shower shark? What is a shower shark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
DJ Falon be on some other stuff, man. I love DJ Falon, but he be in his own world, man. That's why some of the stuff I can't even put up with these names. So, you know what I mean? But it must mean something goofy. I don't even know what it is. But yeah, but Vegas don't have tax either, right? So could you do the same thing?
Vegas, Tennessee, I think Massachusetts. There's a couple other states that you can go to doesn't have state tax. And then if they have VA benefits or veterans benefits, hey, I utilize everything I can. Free money is free money. And YT people do it all the time. The bad thing is black people think you're getting a handout. No, they taking advantage. Why aren't you?
Yeah, it's the same law. That's the same thing that the Orange Man said. Yeah, I filed bankruptcy. I took advantage of the laws. If you don't like the laws, change the laws. I took advantage of the law. How can you be mad at him?
Actually, I got a question for you, Ronan. I happen to be the son of a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to be the son of a veteran who served in 3 branches.
Okay.
What information do you know that could help someone like me?
Is he 100% retired or service connected? You have rights.
No, she passed away, and there was something I got way back when I was still in high school. That even though it could have actually continued to help me towards college, those things didn't happen for reasons. But I just want to know, even though, again, I know I'm getting up there in age, I've been going down this rabbit hole trying to find out what information from my mom's history could actually benefit.
If she was service connected through the VA with some type of percentage, depending on what her percentage is, your children also benefit. Like my kids can go to any state school in California for the price of books. They don't pay tuition. That means UCLA, that means any of them, because they live in California and they have a VA program in that state specifically for veterans. So depending on what state you live in, it's different rules. Depending on the service connection, whether she was retired, whether she had service connected illnesses where she was anywhere from 40 or 70%, then you have advantages as the child of a veteran.
I was also told there was something in particular involving housing. I don't know everything because I've had to follow this rabbit hole.
You can also qualify to also have advantages within the VA loan system as well. Just depends on the situation and how she might have passed and what her connection was when it came to her. There's plenty of veterans that have died because they had Agent Orange and all these other things that were service connected that are after effects of them passing away early. You get what I mean? So it just depends.
I just wanted to know because, again, I'm not divulging much of my mom's history, but again, what I learned, she had a connection to 3 select branches from Army to Air Force, and I think Navy or Marines.
If she did 3 services, I can't believe that she didn't do 20 years. Jesus.
I don't know the whole story. All I knew is my mom was smart. But I used to go to the VA with her all the time when I was a kid, and she was waiting to get a select something for her health.
Somebody said it in the chat. There's a way that you can request information. Thank you, Just Vaughn. There's a way that you can request information from the VA system based on the fact that you're a child of a service veteran, and they can give you the information on how service connected she was and what your rights are as a veteran's child from that person's service.
Craziest thing I was told to bring her jacket in because it apparently has information I can find out.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't know where her jacket is or any information about
it was actually sent to me. It's in my closet right now.
You should be able to go to a regional VA office or any VA hospital and sit down with an advocate, and they can go through it and let you know.
Oh, thank you. I've needed this information for a long time now.
Yeah, just go to a VA hospital, a big one, and sit down with a VA advocate and have them go through it with you.
Okay.
And they should be able to open up your eyes or tell you what you're exposed to.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I don't know where Richie went.
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm letting y'all have that better talk. I'm right here. I'm playing with my Thai noodle. You understand me?
I hear you.
But I mean, I'm letting Ronan drive this car, man. He's a military vet. He knows his stuff. He obviously knows about real estate because he's matching it with everything.
My background is in insurance and financial planning for retirement. I mean, that's where my background has been since 2011. So I've been doing this for a while, and I've helped a lot of different people in California. I ran an agency for a while with over 300 agents, and I had over 5,000 on my book as far as clients. So
it just so happens I happen to be a Californian myself. So
okay.
Well, you guys should subscribe to Ronan's channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. You guys want this information. This good game he's giving you. It's very important.
if I ever get the chance, you could share information or something, because I'd love to find out as much as I can.
Ronan, you want to put the link in the chat?
I'll put it in the private chat, but you can share it from there, because if I try to drop it, I'm not a
mod. I gotta make you a mod. Yeah, I gotta make you a mod.
So I'll drop it in the private chat, and you can drop it. And I think some of your mods know me already. So,
well, you need to be a mod too if you want. I like to ask permission for people to be mods, because
you can put me on there. I don't care. I'm mod for a lot of people, even though I have my own channel. I'm mod for a lot of people. Which is
okay. Okay. Let me see. Are the clowns say also if you disable bets, especially 100% disabled bets, with considerable work history, you can apply for SSDI, still live overseas in more countries. Is he right, Ronan?
He's absolutely right. Not only can you be 100% service connected, you can also apply for SSDI 100%. You can get both at the same time. Pull 2 checks, and you don't have to do a thing.
I love to see my taxes going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need a mod in the chat right now.
I got some goofies in the back. The link's in your back chat.
Okay.
And you just got a super chat for another $10 to keep this going.
Hey man, I guess we're gonna have to keep it going then. They doing this on purpose though, man. They know I said I was only gonna do 2 hours. They come with the super chats at the end.
They gonna keep you alive. Yeah, they just keep you alive on that.
Yeah, just to insert their dominance. Let me see.
Just subscribe. I'll be keeping an eye out on your content and other times.
I also have a new channel too that's going to be talking specifically to this, and it's called Wealth Talks Legacy Walks, and it's talking about different systems of investment. I'm not selling anything. I'm just breaking down systems and whether they're legit or not legit, and how to go through that process. So that's what that channel is going to be about. So I dropped that in the back chat too.
So Ronan, what made you pick that exact part of the Philippines?
One, the person I was talking to for over a year. Like I said, I was in the Marine Corps, so part of that is we come here to Subic Bay when I was in the Marine Corps several times afloat. And then because I was in the Gulf War, the original one, this was our home port. Every time we had to dispatch into the Gulf region and do ship interdictions before the war started, we would pull back to the Philippines and be right there in Olongapo and Subic Bay. So I was really, really used to being here. The people made me feel really comfortable. I mean, a lot of the old ladies used to walk up to me and start speaking Tagalog to me, like I was Filipino, as big as I am. I was 6'2". Like, how many 6'2" Filipinos do you see running around the Philippines? But I looked so much like them. They were very comfortable, and they made me feel comfortable. So, after 2 marriages, making sure all my kids are by the way, I have kids all the way up to he'll be 40 this year. So my kids range from 40 down to 26, and I have 4 sons.
Wow.
So I've had my life. I had grandchildren. You get what I'm saying? I've taken care of everybody else. It was just time for me to take care of myself and do something outside of what, I normally would just do just to be contributing to things. And I'm like, you know what? I want to travel. I've always had that need. I always had that need when my mom was young. I've been flying to Puerto Rico and places like family vacations since I was 2 and 3 years old. I've been traveling that long.
Right.
And my mom always, because when you lived on the East Coast, it's real easy to catch a flight somewhere. And my mom was that type of person. We always caught flights.
Or cruise.
In the Caribbean, Barbados, Bahamas, Jamaica. We were always going somewhere for summer.
Right.
So it was just ingrained in me. And finally, when I had my time, I was just like, you know what? I want to go back to the Philippines. And it's a home base. Even if I didn't meet this young lady here, it's a nice place to be. It's easy to get your SRRV as a veteran. Very low requirements to have a permanent residency visa here. Very minimum requirements, especially as a veteran, here. And it's centrally located. I can hop to Thailand. I can go to Bali. I can go to China. I can go anywhere I want from here.
Mm-hmm. Now, what places in the Philippines have you been to?
Huh?
What places in the Philippines have you been to?
So far, besides for Luzon Island, Palawan, I want to go to Bohol, Iloilo, and those things I think we're going to do this summer.
Okay.
The first 6 months is pretty much me getting into the VA system because they have one right there in Manila. So I was getting into the VA system, so I'm still able to utilize some of the same benefits I have as a veteran in America here because obviously the Philippines was owned by America up until the 1940s. So we have things here.
Is that correct? It wasn't owned by America.
No, we owned since the Spanish-American War, the Philippines. We bought it from Spain. And then in the 1940s, we gave it back to them.
Okay. Did not know that. So you guys, there's a link to Roman's channel.
Yeah, if you look up David Fagan, he was part of the Buffalo Soldiers that helped liberate the Philippines during the Spanish-American War. They helped fight as a revolutionary against the American people because once they started owning the Philippines, they tried to turn the Filipinos into ninjas. They started using the verbiage and started talking down to them like that. And the Buffalo Soldiers like, nah, we're not going to go through that again. And they literally started an uprising and started helping to supply and train Filipinos against the Americans.
I learned about select, I forget what his name was, but it was a select black soldier who we don't know if he was captured or they faked his capture, but it was kind of like when I learned about him fighting for the Filipinos and the cultural connection he made, it created a great impact.
Yeah.
So what's go ahead.
I still remember when there was a select friend of mine who I had who was Filipino. He was just really happy that we were friends. And I remember he took me to a place to try a bunch of snacks. And again, I never knew this about the Philippines, how they were it's a simple thing. I didn't know they liked us.
They love us.
I would say they're almost the black people of the Southeast Asians.
They are.
You know how we have CPT time? They have Filipino time.
No. Yeah, he's right. But the reason why they're the blacks of the Southeast Asia, because they dance like us, they DJ like us, they sing like us. Sometimes better than us.
Yeah. And they actually, if you look at their Aboriginal people, they're called the Etta people. They're dark skinned with curly hair. They live in the mountains. Matter of fact, I'll be doing some trips up there to visit them this fall. So I'm going to be going up there. My lady used to do some philanthropy work and go up there and take food and stuff up to those people. So we'll be going up there.
I got a question. How'd you meet your lady, unless it's personal, Ronnie?
She actually met me, believe it or not. She challenged me and I challenged her back. So she came on my page. I think we started on TikTok and moved over to Facebook. And I was like, look, you look too perfect. There's something going on. Why the hell would you be interested in a 58-year-old man as young as you are, blah, blah, blah. I said, if you don't call me on FaceTime in the next 30 seconds, Don't bother talking to me.
Can't do that in the Matrix.
This had to, again, I just find it funny. Sometimes I always hear about relationships that start with, oh, you want to start something? Then 5 minutes later, making out in the closet.
Good. I mean, that's the difference. That's why I was like, I didn't understand what Roland was saying. Oh, it's the same in America. No, it's not. You can't do that, what he just said in America. It's impossible.
No, you cannot.
You catch a case telling the woman, you better call me in 30 seconds or else.
Excuse me. It's so bad in America nowadays.
You know, as you get older, and I'm sure Leroy said, and you'll say it too, Richie, you ain't got time to waste on these chicks that's sitting there.
You don't.
Yeah. How many chicks come across your Facebook page every day trying to get your attention?
Hey, I ignore that.
And you're not even trying.
Right.
You don't even know if some of them are biological women.
That's the other thing.
Someone had to say it because it has gotten weird now. Look, whatever you want to live, this or that, but don't be trying to drag straight men into the middle of that, trying to act like it's going to be good. When last time I checked, straight men want biological women.
That's a fact. But just because they put that stereotype on Thailand, dude, it's the same, if not worse, in Atlanta, same if not worse in San Francisco, same if not worse in Hollywood. They're everywhere. Only
I think he's referring to the U.S. that they don't tell us. They ain't gonna tell us if they're that way or not. But in Thailand, in the Philippines, they'll tell you. And I heard about they had a war a long time ago, I guess, in Thailand, and that they wanted every male, so their mothers started dressing a few of them up like females, so they wouldn't take their kids. And that's how that started. That, from what I understand, that's what I heard. That's how it started, and that's how you ended up getting a lot of those type lady boys, I guess.
I never heard that. That's interesting.
But I can tell you this: the Philippines, like I said, they've known about the American culture for so long. Too many American installations are here. Too many brothers and military guys have married Filipinos. They know every game in the book. You can't come here thinking you're going to do something sly if they're not already running game on you. They know every trick possible that you could possibly run on them, and they're running counter tricks. I don't know who this goddess chick is, but yeah, every chick wants money. What's your point? So they're chopping y'all. They want to be taken care of. No shit. So do y'all.
Yeah.
Most American women want to be taken care of. What's the point?
American men want to be taken care of.
The point is what I'd like to invoke the power of Lord Destro here. Translation. I don't want you spending money on those women across the seas who will treat you right, but I want you spending it on me while I can step on you so I can feel better about myself when I clearly don't got anything going on in life.
That's kind of accurate, Mr. Lee. I don't want to be that harsh, but in a sense, it's like you're getting a better bang for buck.
Yeah.
If everybody wants money, you're getting a better bang for buck going other places than the U.S. because you're not going to get as much love and affection for.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I'm just keep in mind, I'm only saying it in the cold tone I do because after seeing the BS that's been going on, what level of care should I give? AKA none. Because last time I checked, who's putting food in my mouth? Who's taking care of me? Oh yeah, I've been doing that for most of my life. So why do I need to give two craps about these people who at the end of the day want to spit on any other good men in the world? All right. But again, when their life gets messed up, all this, they want to be coming back like, hey there, big head. I always liked you. Yeah.
You always been there for me. You're so cool. You've been so good to me, and you're always there for me for all the things I've been through. And then next thing you know, and it's like as soon as that dude called, whoever that dude was, as soon as he gives them a phone call, they jumping for joy, running back there again. So the troubles that you're trying to avoid is that basically you're a second choice here in the U.S.
Second choice.
Yeah.
We got. We're in the internet age. We've had them saying what they want, how they act on camera for everyone to see. They honestly think we're stupid. And then they're shocked when, a lot of us end up saying, yeah, not today. Look, I've been proud when I've seen young men who straight up, when they're given the opportunity for someone who's basically said, "Oh, if you do this, I'll let you hit," they'll be like, "Not today, no," because then they realize they have pride and self-respect. Look, we as men, we want the time, we want the attention, the loneliness. We want to be able to have that fun. But the question is, who you having fun with? How is their spirit aligned? What does it mean for your life?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, again, I never deny the aspect of your manhood, but it's knowing who you're copulating with that's going to either make or break your life.
Let me say this real quick. Yes, I know Sunshine Shoulders. He's a good young man. I mean, older man here, and he tells it like it is. It's no filter when it comes to Sunshine Shoulders. He's going to tell you exactly the way it is and how some men come over here delusional. And you will get your ass handed to you if you come over here delusional in any country, no matter which one it is. You know, but
that's fair, but we got to be honest. We got to be honest.
Right.
First of all, I like Sunshine Shoulders a lot. I want to bring him on the channel at some point. But his videos are very clickbaity.
Yeah, they can be.
I trust my look. I
this
trust
is
my
bread and
boy
butter. I
8,000
can
miles
understand that.
away.
I wanted to add to what Lee said, and I've said this before. As every culture, you prefer your opposite sex as a first choice. As a second choice, sometimes you might even give them a third choice. But this is the problem within our own culture. Black women have an entitlement thing to black men. They think they own us. They can run out and do whatever they want. They can have a couple kids. They can deal with all the toxicity from dealing with the baby daddies and all these thug dudes. And then they want to double back and find the good guy that sat there and did the college work, did the work, grew his business. And now all of a sudden you're supposed to shine onto them. Hey, big head, it's time for you to come on over here and help take care of me and somebody else's legacy. Don't fall for that trap. Don't fall for that trap. It's done. You got options now. Get your passport and go fly somewhere or find a better young lady that doesn't have any kids. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a single man, never been married and don't have kids, don't ever marry a woman that already has kids, because you are taking care of another man's legacy. And that's coming from a stepfather. I've done that. I've done that too.
And not even being appreciated for it. Not even being appreciated for it. That's the cold part.
I still don't know where the term "hey there, big head" came from, but when I discovered it,
Kevin Samuels.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, because ever since he left, after when I saw the disgusting reaction they all exuded on him, and then later we got so many content copiers and idiots like, I don't know, Monsieur Tate. All I gotta say is screw all of y'all. You just exposed yourself in 4K, and now you're shocked why so many people are going silent, not talking, not connecting, and now the whole dating market's out of whack. What should we do? We need to bring them back. Sorry, you lost them the second you spit on a man's grave, a man who tried to help you. Again, let me reiterate that one more time. A man who tried to help y'all while he was alive.
But I got to push back. I got to push back a little bit, though.
Please.
It was the way he talked to them that turned them off.
It was his tone.
Now, in fairness, he was being real, and I 1,000% agree with him. But it's how he did it that they missed the whole message. But I honestly believe even if he would have talked in a different tone, they still wouldn't have received the message, because women, generally speaking, are not accountable. They're just not. They don't know how to be accountable. You know what I mean? So so that's where that comes from.
And I used to tell a story. My mom raised me how to be a good man, how to clean, cook, do all that stuff for myself. And I said, and I went back to, I doubled back, and this is when I was older, 30 something. I said, Mom, look, you taught me how to be a gentleman. You taught me how to do this, open doors, this. You made sure I was mentored by good men, all these things. I said, why didn't you ever tell me how vindictive, sneaky, and conniving women can be? You know what she told me?
What?
She told me, I wanted you to learn some things for yourself.
That's a bullshit.
So you set me up to be taken advantage of by these women because you didn't want to betray other women?
No, I don't think
basically.
I think
that's actually accurate, and that's the truth. But I do want to say that
at her for that, Rich. I don't care.
I
I also believe in breaking son-husband rule in a home. I am the owner of my house. Even if my mom asks me something, I still control the family name, and that's the way it's supposed to be. You are still the man. I don't care if she's older than you or not. You need to take control of your home, your households, whatever it is. She consults with me at 82 years old to this day. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I encourage a lot of young men to do. You got to break that son-husband role where you have to bow down to every woman in your culture. That's bullshit. That's not the way it goes.
I do want to point out there's a lot of decent women out here. I mean, there's 42 million African Americans. I mean, well, Black Americans in this country, and a lot of those women are decent women. There are a lot of bad ones, and there's a culture here that they want people who's already past a certain level of the finish line, or at a certain level of the race that's ahead of a lot of other people before they grab that man. And they're not grabbing men at the beginning of the race and making them better men. And that's the predominant issue I think we're facing, and that's the change in culture that should be made. And because they're not doing it at the very beginning, they're creating scenarios where they have kids out of wedlock, kids. They have loyalty issues with any particular guy that they grab just to have him occupy her time. Just all sorts of things. All sorts of things seem to be a problem like that. Go ahead.
I wanted to add to that because this is actually something really important you just said right here. And but I want to add the real factor. We're all here focused on making ourselves better, but guess what? We still have enough care and decorum for a lot of our lovely ladies out there that shows, guess what? We ain't bad guys. I just wanted to point that out right now because guess what? We're all here focused on trying to find someone outside the reins, but we still have love for y'all. That's the part that they tend to forget.
Well, because that's part of them not being accountable. You know what I mean? It's like the ridiculous stuff that they do that they're not being held accountable for. Let me give you an example. If men walked around with blonde wigs and making ourselves look blonde, and men put muscles on top of our muscles, and men wore platform shoes to make us 12 inches taller, if men wore drawn on abs to make it look like we had abs, if we did all of the goofy stuff that they do, they would laugh us out of the world. You know what I mean? But they can do all that stuff because they're not accountable. Because the difference between men and women is a man can say, a woman can say to a man, hey, you know, you're a handsome guy. All you got to do is just shave and put some cologne on and dress up, and women will love you. The man will do that. But if a man tells a woman, hey, you're a beautiful woman, you don't need all that extra eyelashes and all that stuff. You're beautiful to where you are. They don't want to hear it because they don't listen to us because they don't care. They want to impress other women. So that's where it all goes bad for them because they don't want to.
I just said this the other night on the panel is women want a ready-made product. Our Black women specifically, they want to pick you up after you've already done everything you needed to do to be successful, whether you're an athlete, whether you're whatever, you're a brainiac and you own a company and so on. And we did a live one time where a woman said, I wouldn't buy this dude a $5 cup of coffee, Starbucks. And we went through the fact that all these YT women and Asian women, they were supporting their athletes and this, that, and the other thing. And then when they go to the draft, you hear all these Black women start screaming, why's that white girl? Because that white girl was the one that brought him Starbucks, rubbed his back, helped him study while he was prepping to become that athlete or that successful young man that he's becoming. Y'all want to
give many headaches. Didn't give many headaches. Yep.
You didn't want to build him and identify him early. You want to identify him after he's already in the spotlight and think you have first priority. This is the problem. You don't have first priority anymore because you waited too long. You don't want to compete anymore. You want to just think that you have that expectation of, oh, we should just fall in line for whatever you want. It doesn't work like that anymore.
That's a fact. But they don't want to hear it because they're so unaccountable for their actions that now that they see us succeeding outside of outside of America. They think they can do it too. They think anything you guys got to understand, and this isn't the chauvinistic thing. This is just facts. A woman's nature is to follow a man. Yes. Anything we do, they want to do. We play basketball, they want to play basketball. We be police officers, they want to be police officers. Anything that we do that's convenient, like they don't really want to be plumbers or clean windows on high-rise buildings. They don't want to do that. But anything that they think they can do that's cushy, that we do, they're going to want to do it. So they follow us, and now they're innately following us to Southeast Asia because they had their play in Jamaica. They had their play. Like they did everything, they wanted to do, and nobody cared. Waiting as hell, you did all that blowing up cars. If a man blew up a woman's car, he would be in jail. But when she does it, it's empowerment. It's like I don't mind the double standard as long as you guys understand the double standard. So what I mean by that is, it's like you guys have your double standard. We should have our double standard. You don't get to have a double standard.
Double standard.
I don't even want to call it a double standard, brother. I don't even want to call it a double standard.
Use the word entitlement. They are entitled to you. They own you. This is the way they think. They own you outright. You have no way of getting away from them. They are entitled to you, and you have to bow down to them.
Well, that's the other thing. That's my biggest issue is that as far as the legal issues, as far as being attached to them contractually. And with regards to marriage and all that stuff, is that because of the way the state operates, because of what they can do, and it should our relationship fail, they behave differently inside that relationship. They behave differently. It's like, well, if I do this, divorce him, I put him on child support, I put him on this and that, and then and that's only somebody that you've only known for maybe 3-4 years. And so the big issue is that the government has made rules that when you dissolve a relationship, that they can wreck you financially for a decade. And because of that, they behave in a very standoffish manner once you sign that contract, that marriage contract. Once you say I do, that's you get that behavior. Eventually, you get that behavior absorbing in.
You know what I noticed, though? I never would understand why women would always be so excited about getting married. There's nothing but upside to them. If it works, they win. If it doesn't work, they win. So there's nothing but upside to that. Man, that's why men are like, wait a minute, I don't know. And now here's the thing that really, really, really irritates me. It's like, what is wrong with taking a test when the baby's born? If you know that baby is his, then what's the problem? We just want to confirm things. What is the problem unless you have something in the house?
Oh, you've been away from
I got to get in on this one. Forgive me, but I have to.
Jump in.
The fact they don't want that test comes down to one thing. It's all about status and the way they look. They don't want their reputation tarnished. Because
hold on. Wait a minute. You mean they don't want the way they look taking the test, or the way they look if it goes bad? What do you mean?
Both. Think about this real clearly right now. It's all about first how you look during the marriage ceremony. I'm a pretty princess for a day. Everyone's looking at me. I feel important, valued, all this. Then the feelings downstairs come for someone else. Oh, it was just one night stand. Oh, I just was drinking. Oh, whatever. But the second you get found out, what was once the idea of what you present yourself and not what you're truly trying to be, once that comes out, a whole image is destroyed. What was once the girl next door, she seems to fit a select word, a select letter. It starts with a W. And quite frankly, again, when that's taken away, it destroys. It's the lesson. It's the essence of I was once a part of a collective that viewed me as such. Now I've tarnished my image. I can't let that information get out there.
Well, let me add this, though, that as a collective, as far as the whole community, I think if those numbers got out, that the whole community would be looked upon as being negative, because I'm not sure how many men are raising kids that aren't theirs. And if we had an automatic DNA, and here's the other thing, DNA tests, don't do it because you just question it. I mean, they ain't for guys who question whether that kid is theirs or not. They're for the ones who 100% trust their wives. They're for the ones who honestly believe without question that child is theirs. And that's the reason why I think DNA tests should be mandatory before you can even sign that birth certificate. Because
let me confirm for y'all, because I've done live on this specifically. So Leroy, you're exactly right. There are now laws that have been passed or on the books right now that call for mandatory in certain states right now, mandatory DNA testing, and multiple states have already been approved and the laws in place. Also, fraud charges for women lying on men, claiming the child is theirs and it is not. So the states and the governments are starting to catch on that a lot of these women for a lot of years have been lying on a lot of men and holding them to, because in order to get on the state system, what do you have to do? Identify the father of the child. A lot of them have lied. They know the other dude ain't gonna make no money, so they pick a successful guy and pull his name out the hat. They don't even know. I just said the other day, sometimes a woman can have a one-night stand for you, and she's already intending on getting pregnant. Maybe she's on her period and she knew it, and she went ahead, got you not to wear that damn fucking condom one night, and she already knew what her intentions were.
I don't even want to bring up all the stories. I don't even want to bring up all the stories. We could already use the example of seeing this with, I don't know, Maury, Jerry Springer. Well, no, in fact, go Maury, because Jerry Springer is more crazy.
Right, it happened to me. I'm telling you. I
got a couple of stories. If you live long enough, you're gonna have a story.
I got a $7,000 check by the government. They sent it back to me after they realized the child wasn't mine.
Excuse me. Do I even need to bring up the hot sauce story?
Oh, that's Drake. That's Drake.
No, that wasn't Drake. There was a comedian who mentioned that a long time ago. I think you know who he is. There was a comedian. He talked about it specifically in case this situation comes up. Put hot sauce in your little love bag, and then guess what?
Drake actually did it, and a chick went back and grabbed the condom and tried to use his sperm.
Yeah, I always flush mine, even if I don't care what happens to the septic system. I always flush mine, man.
That's called spurgling, sperm jacking.
Oh, you got a super chat. Hit that up. They killing you over here, man.
Man.
You're alive. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Foday's in the building. Foday, I want you and Ronan to meet each other. You guys are gonna hit it off. Well, let me put this up for Foday. Foday, you have to meet Ronan right now. If you don't want to show your face, you can still just put it without the thing. But I want you to meet Ronan. Foday, I call Foday my YouTube lawyer. He's always keeping me abreast of things and how to keep everything together. He's a big proponent of L and a big old leg. I love Foday. Let me see. So Foday, I just sent the did it come up? Did the link come up, you guys?
Yeah, it came up several times, man.
No, I just put it up just now. I don't see it. Came up or not. But let me give Foday his super chat. Foday.
Man, you got me thinking about that hot sauce, man.
Pink on the inside, pink pajamas got you open in the super chat. The pink monkey got you hoping it's like this and like that. Wanna hit it from the back. It's Richie Mac and me. Thanks for the super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat. Pink toe super chat.
Shout out to Foday.
It's not the body wave. It's the look back. It's the look back on the body wave. It's gotta be the look back.
That one is going back. Hey, Ronan, since you're gonna meet Foday, can you read what he says in this super chat?
He said, thanks Foday for the $5 super chat to Richie Rich. He said, things I trust more than Anton Daniels. 1, water from Flint. God damn, really? 2, Cleveland Browns front office. Wow. Okay. 3, dessert from Bill Cosby. I don't know about that. And then a Diddy party. No.
It's a Diddy party.
Obviously, Foday loves Anton Daniels. That's what I get out of that. Shout out to Foday. He sent me some more super chats, but I missed
Anton Daniels taking so many hits, man.
because he did some dirty stuff to the Passport Bros, but I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Mark Watts says, say hello to L. Richie and the panel with the $5 holla. Mark Watts. What can I give Mark Watts for?
Oh, that's 10. That's a $10.
Oh, you're right. See, I can't even see no more. I gotta give him I gotta get since I changed, I gotta give him I was gonna give him the pink toe, but I'm gonna give him. See, this one I made this for Leslie, man, but it's gonna get me. I'll give him the Patreon one because the one I did for Leslie, what Leslie thinks this is real. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna see if they demonetize me, because if they demonetize me, I'm taking it down. Here we go. That might be the last time you see that.
Still say that's AI, bro. I'm still calling AI on that.
You should have seen how Lee's eyes lit up. I can see you guys when the chat's going. Lee's eyes lit up, boy. He forgot all that philosophizing stuff when he saw that. Yeah, his eyes lit up.
I still got my philosophy, but last time I checked, I'm still a man. So excuse me if I'm going zam.
So if you're a man, tell me, was that real or was that an AI? Because we've been trying to figure that out.
I'm telling you, it's AI. That's an AI chick. Anywhere between 5 and 12 seconds, that's AI.
I'd have to agree. I think so, but again, you never know at this point, because before AI, it used to be easier. Now
you can't tell. It's hard. In 6 months, it's gonna be crazy. But Foday, let me introduce you to my Ronan. Let me introduce you to my YouTube lawyer, Foday. Foday, this is Ronan, and the rest of the chat.
Greetings, everyone.
Good afternoon for me, but greetings to you, brother.
Actually, I'm only 1 or 2 time zones away from you. It is 2:15 here.
Okay, where are you at?
I am in an island nation. I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah, Foday is very, Maxwell smart. He'll tell you offline though, Ronan. But
I have no problem with that.
Yeah,
I just got I wanted to take something a little different. I think I brought that up to you in a WhatsApp, Richie. That's with, in general, geopolitics. I know we're going everywhere to find our peace, and that is a very good thing. But honestly, and I can't see the screen, it's too small right now, but the gentleman who's a Marine, you should know this as well. Wait, hold
on. That's Ronan. That's who I want you to meet.
Oh, Ronan. Okay. I can see it now. I can see it now. My bad. Okay. Ronan, no matter where you are in the world, you need to continue to have OPSEC. And I will use, because there are a lot of brothers in Colombia right now. I know Andre probably has this on lock. You need to have a plan. Stuff going on in Venezuela can easily come over into Colombia. He's talking about it. Things in Asia. And the thing you need to think about is as long as you have the blue passport, you're fine. You can get out. But for those who have partners of those nations, you need to figure out a strategy to make sure they get out. God forbid it has to happen. But the way this situation is going on globally right now, you need to have a plan, not just for yourself, but for your partner. Can they get to the U.S. with you? If they can't, can you get her to a third country? Can you go with her to that third country? It's sad that we have to think of these things now, but given the state of the world today, and it's not just in the Caribbean, it's not just in Central Latin America, it's in Asia too. I mean, Richie, you know as well as anybody, the fights on the Thai-Cambodia border, they can just blow up at any time. You need to have a plan. That's the main thing I wanted to bring up. And I got in late when, and you put the super chat up there when you're talking about Monsieur Anton Daniels and the things that I trust more than Anton Daniels. Water from Flint, the Cleveland Browns front office, any dessert from Bill Cosby, and a Diddy party.
Take that.
Wow.
But I mean, I don't try to be doom and gloom, but as Richie says, when I come up with these things, I want to let folk know because we're all in it for the same reason, for our peace. And the other, I'm sorry for again that name saying that there are good women in the States. There are. The challenge is
where?
Let me
I need to know. I need you. This
they blend in with the bad ones.
Yeah, where are the
good unfortunately, it's like needle in a haystack. Okay. It's a needle. It's needle in a haystack. It's not like so on and so forth. For me, the biggest red flag is when somebody says, "I am the table." At that point, I'm just like, I'm done. Because when people talk about the table, to me, and I'm sure for other folks, the table is a place of joining where two can come together, contribute, and make a strong individual unit. So when people say I am, I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, bye. See you.
They forget men have made tables.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true.
I used to say we built the table, we built the house, we built the road, we built the system in order to afford you the comfort to say that you are the table. Absolutely. Without those things, you couldn't even say it.
This is also very true. And you're talking again, I came in late for this of how they're following brothers now to all these other places. They're hoping for the same thing, but the economy is not the same. And by the economy not being the same, what I mean is when we find our partners wherever they are in the world, we look for them for certain things. First and foremost, peace. You don't want to come home to a place where, and we're open to that. We're open to different cultures. We're open to different things. What I have noticed is that a lot of the sisters who come over, they may want the same things, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They may want it, but they don't come with the correct openness of attitude. They come in with and some pookies do this too, unfortunately. They come in with the same attitude, which is why that's stopping them from getting a man back home. And it doesn't work there because the traditions and values are different.
Facts.
Where you at right now? I didn't hear you the first time.
He's not going to tell you the island.
I can't tell you directly.
I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were in the Philippines or
I'm a short flight away from Roman. I'll put it that way.
He's in an undisclosed location. Okay. I don't think he might be in Guam, but I'm just saying he's in an undisclosed location.
I can tell you it's not there.
Okay.
It is not Guam. Okay. I just wanted to point this out though, is that and I know this is an anecdotal tale, but like I said, when I was in Thailand in September, I ran into this, and I was at this place called Battle Conquer, and there was mostly Europeans. As far as it's a camp that trains Muay Thai, and it's mostly Europeans. But there's this black girl that came there. I'm not gonna say her name, Zoo. I'll just call it Zoo because that's part of her name. She'll know who I'm talking about if she sees this. But she was beautiful. I mean, she was curvy. She was hardworking, of course. You know, as far as doing the workouts and all that stuff. But she's just astounding, and I can't imagine when I would look at her, I was like, I can't imagine a better looking woman. Sometimes when you look at some women, it's like I can't imagine something else I would prefer to have on a woman, because she was built in every category. She had everything. Just and this is a sister from Texas, and and so I make the point that she was kindly, friendly. She sent a message to my daughter to encourage her to come out to the Battle Conquer camp. It's just my experience with her in the week that I spent there. And she was 22 years old, so I didn't, of course, I was just nice to her or whatever. I didn't nothing. And any man that snatches her up will be one of the luckiest men on earth.
Why? Because she was
provided she's not corrupted.
Yeah. Well, she's 22, and I guess there's time for her to be corrupted. But
Well, my thing is to you, Leroy, why at 22, because she was in America, did you feel like you didn't want to talk to her?
What do you mean? I talked to her. She was only there for a week, and because she was doing several things, and she only spent a week at the camp. I was there a whole month, and I spent the entire week talking to her that she was there. We hung out, talked all the time.
I would have kept that conversation going.
What's that?
I would have kept that conversation going. Why?
Oh, I sent her a text not too long ago, but I mean, it's not. I'm 58 years old. You know, I feel I feel odd sending her a text.
You got to come out that box already. You got to come out that bubble. That age gap, you got to come out that bubble. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
There's other things that occupy my time. I think.
I mean, let me say this.
Just saying it for you because I can't.
The young lady that I'm dealing with right now is 24 years old. So, what is it about the age bubble that you're having a problem with? I'm 58, just like you. She's 24.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it's the Matrix. The Matrix does that. The Matrix does it because of the guilt that you would feel because the women that would see you with her would make you feel guilty in the Matrix. So you carry that with you. It has nothing to do with her because that's her choice and your choice, and it's completely legal.
I would contend she has better options than me. Even at that camp.
That's self-defeating right there.
I understand your point. I understand your point.
Talking to you. All right. Let's cut that right now. If she comes talking to you, you see where it goes. But here's the difference.
There's only 40 people at this camp, and we had a lot more in common than the rest of them. And most of them weren't even from America or even from Thailand.
Hold up. You don't think she recognized that too?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
You don't think she recognized
that? I kept everything platonic. There's no reason for me to just try and stick my head into something, you know, that's a little young for me to wrestle with.
I get what you mean, but here's the thing. There's a difference between just keeping it platonic versus seeing where it goes. It's not saying that you're just trying to get her immediately. The point is this. The game comes to you, but it's not even about the game. It's the person. At the end of the day, two grown adults making a decision.
That could have been God's blessing on you. It's just right in your face. And you know what? Let me say this. My 24-year-old chick that I talk to now, my young lady, I said, you know what? I feel bad. I have 4 sons that are not married. Are you sure you don't want a younger man? Absolutely. I would have turned this young lady to any one of my sons and say, she would be a good catch for any of y'all. She goes, I don't want to deal with young men. I'd rather deal with an older established man that can teach me something than to deal with young men that aren't going to be faithful. They're going to wind up wanting to go all over the place. And I'm not that type of chick.
I'm going to tell you something. And I'm kind of reluctant to say this because this is another anecdotal situation that I saw. But this is in my, hear me out. This is in my youth. About when I was around 23, 24, I worked in a plant that had it was 95% was YT, 6 foot tall YT boys. And there's around 3,000. They hired bunch of brothers because they had a military contract. So there's probably about another couple of hundred that came in the same time I came in. And then a few months later, they hired probably about 400 or 500 Asians, and a couple of hundred of them were Asian women. Some black men have this ability to swoon women. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm one of them, but just some men had this ability, maybe about 5% of them. And I'm telling you, in a matter of a few weeks, a few of those black men had a few of those Asian women who were married, segregated with their own men, had them wide open. And it didn't take them but a few weeks. One of the reasons why I think I'm gonna travel overseas and not, or should I get married and not bring them back here? Because there are some men who have this ability to swoon your girl away from you. And that's an experience I've had. I've had quite a number of girlfriends, I guess you could say. And then, you know, some I've lost, some I've kept, some still want to come see me, some still calling me, you know, but that's just an experience I've had. So the idea that I'm gonna get a 22-year-old and be able to keep her, I find that questionable.
I don't think you should really question that just because of what other people have seen. Now, you started off platonic, which is fine. But what I think the group is saying generally is she approached you. There are points of commonality, and you see if it goes. You don't limit yourself. If you don't want to be with her because of her age, fine, so be it. But not necessarily because of any past, I'm going to use the word trauma that you may have seen or experienced in the past. And I'm not saying that you, I mean, it's that point. Now, my girl is older, but we've known each other going on 15 years. She has absolutely no desire to live in the US, period. So, and in terms of bringing them back, I mean, you can or do it. I mean, that's each person's individual choice, but don't let past hurt limit your future potential. That's all I'm saying.
The pictures I'm showing you is I brought a truck and I made her wait 4 months before I brought the truck. I could have brought the truck immediately when I got here, but I wanted to see where it was within her head, right? Because I know we needed a truck to move around because all you have are trikes here. There ain't no grab. There ain't nothing. Okay. And I'm 6'2", trying to fit in a trike. That ain't happening too easily. So I went ahead and brought a truck. She just put brand new rims, tires, struts, a lift kit, and a fucking radio with a snorkel on this truck. I didn't ask her. She just did it. Didn't take a dime from me. They are out there.
Yeah.
You either see them or you don't. You can let them walk right.
I'm just referring to an American woman here, and like I said, I know I can go overseas.
Even in America, there too. Like you said, you can find a good woman in America. They're few and far between. She happened to be doing something that she's applying herself. She was at a martial arts type of thing, what you were talking about. And she's keeping herself busy. My lady kept herself busy. Like I told you, she works with the Etna people. She was doing an orphanage. She worked a farm. She was doing things to keep herself outside of what society norms says she was supposed to be doing. If you pick up on those things as women are doing things, young or old, then you see that they're not doing the normal things that a normal woman would do that's being influenced by Western society, then they're not the normal person that you're dealing with.
Ronan, let me ask you this. I know in terms of there are American women who are like that. Would you say that those type of women, if you have to categorize them, say like the Army brats, the American daughters of GIs who go from base to base to base and are more experienced in the cultures of where they're stationed, as opposed to homegrown American women?
Yeah.
Would you agree with that, or is that sort of off base, and then whatever they learn overseas, once they're back stateside, is gone?
I mean, once they get back to stateside, it could happen. And I'll give you a nightmare story on this too, but I agree. Depending on their family structure and how they were raised, they can go one of two ways. My second marriage was with a woman, and even though she had, and this is why I say I got a stepfather story. She had an 8-year-old son, but she was kept by her family. She was always guarded by her family. Her mom and dad were married for almost 55 years when I met them. So she was in an environment and was raised from New Jersey in an environment where she knew a marriage takes work.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though I married her and permission from the father, did all the traditional things you're supposed to do. We were married 9.5 years. Even when she was disabled, I helped her through that and got her back up on her feet to where she was almost 75, 90%. You know, her one thing that she said was, I never lived on my own. I want to see how that is. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So it depends on the influence. If you're in a trapped environment where you have to act a certain way, but it's not necessarily your nature, she's still going to want to go toward what her nature is, just being withheld from it based on however strict her parents were. And once she has that freedom, she can start acting the way she wants to act. So there's no guarantees, no matter what. And obviously, we already know Jeff Bezos and everybody else. It doesn't matter whether you're a billionaire. Money's not going to keep them either. So what's the glue that keeps a woman with you if you're not physically bonded to her, mentally bonded to her? If you guys don't share same interests, what you just said out your mouth, that you guys have so much in common. That's a way of a woman wanting to attach herself to you, seeing those commonalities in you that she can't get from a younger man or an older man. That's when you start identifying, okay, is there more that we can explore?
Okay, good point.
Hey, DJ Fong, I just want to make it clear. I did that on purpose. I said African American and then Black American on purpose, just so people know that, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying?
So, go ahead, 4-Day. I saw your email in the back. I'm gonna lock that in.
All right. As long as you got that, we can hook up offline. No, those are the main things that I've seen, because in my travels, I do see a lot of mixed couples, but sometimes even a lot of American women and local guys who have been together for a long time and they live overseas. And I just extrapolate the fact, look, they had more exposure to different cultures and things of that nature and are able to adapt pretty much. But you mentioned about the athletes and the draft, how come they were there. You made a very good point. Most P4 conferences, these star athletes, the football team, the basketball team, they're separate from the university. I mean, from the university at large. They eat together, they study together. And the one thing when I look on every sideline, every baseline, the student athlete assistants, I don't see any sisters. I don't. I only see melanin challenged women. And they're the ones who are there. It says you can't get, how come? Because like you said, she was with him. She got him the Chipotle bowl. She helped him with the exams. She helped build him up. So, I mean, you can't expect someone to just jump to you from someone else who's helped them build up just because you didn't have the access or choose not to have the access. I'm sure if sisters started getting involved in athletic departments more and more, that dynamic might change.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to make the point, like I said, it was about access. A lot of these fathers run their women to that spot too. They know that what these men will be worth sometime. They'll speak glowing of these men. They know this girl is going to be taken care of. So, and I don't blame them. I'd have done the same. If I was like head athletic director of some college, I'd call down to a local high school, be like, hey, yeah, put my daughter here. Or something to that effect. That's just the way these guys are. I think every athlete has had, even Tiger Woods, that one lady that married him had some white dude running that girl to him.
Yeah, I think she was the nanny to, I want to say, Phil Mickelson's kids.
Yeah, she was an au pair, as they say, au pair.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I think everybody had. Yeah, all these dudes have some women running.
And let me give you another story. And that's true. It is about access, but a lot of YT people, and I think even Love Crosses Border brings this up. A lot of YT women, when they go to college, their goal is to get a ring before they graduate, not just a degree. Our Black women are told to be independent boss bitches and focus on getting the degree and not focus on the man that she might meet while she's in college in order to get married to him so they can build together.
That I've heard that as well.
There can be a change, so there's a change I think is coming a little bit.
Kevin Crawford came in as Jasper Pavernak's nanny, not Phil Mickelson. Thank you for the correction.
And another thing though is that if you listen to Kevin Samuels talk, he also talked about Black men. being better, doing better, being raised better. And that's something that can, and when I say that, and I'm not, I just don't want to absolve any accountability, but I do know that some of us aren't graduating high school. Some of us aren't making out the house without a felony. Some of us, it's just, and there's a, like I always say, it's like, if 40-year-old Black men were raising kids, they would never let their kid go outside with their pants hanging below their belt. And I'd have never, that had never been a trend if men were still in the families. And I just, or skinny jeans or whatever that stuff, none of that stuff would be a fashion style nowadays.
That's a fact.
If that was the case. So
hey, let me jump in real quick. I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish what you're going to say. I want to jump in real quick with these super chats. So you want to finish your friend?
I just wanted to say, I just think that we've got to figure out ways to improve the commitment to relationships that we are in, so that these kids are raised with men in the household. But yeah, I want to see that super chat.
I have to correct that.
I think one of them should be 10 super chats, because that was $100.
$100.
Yeah,
no, that was 100 baht.
That's 100 baht. Oh, that's too short.
What the hell?
But it's okay. He didn't have to give nothing. I appreciate it.
That ain't nothing. No, yeah, I know.
But the point I'm making, I mean, adding to your point, is that we have to understand. It's like women choose who to lay down with and get pregnant by. It's really there. Unless the man's taking it, the woman chooses. And when women are hardwired to say, I want the thug with the pants down, I want this, I want the whatever, that's what men become. Just like I told you earlier, if a woman said, I want to be a thug, I want to do this fresh out of prison tattoos, men are going to do that. If a woman says, I want an educated man, got his stuff together, men are going to do that. So they really kind of dictate. I'm not blaming it all on them, but they dictate what men, because men will go around in a circle for a woman if they could get what they wanted out of her. So they know this. So what they want stuff that's not right for them. Then they raise kids as a single parent. Then they teach their son to be a simp. And then the son becomes a simp because she doesn't want a dude. And the woman raises the dude to be like a man she would never want, let alone the girls coming up in this next generation. So it's a cold thing. But let me give Fode his props. Fode gave me 3 or 4 super chats, so I gotta get him out the way first. Shout out to Fode, my YouTube lawyer.
Save yourself, back man. Back man.
Shout out to Fode. He likes when L says, "Save yourself, back man." So I had to get that. I had to get the back man in there. She liked the way he say back man. GY came through. Fode gave 2 in a row. So of course I got to do that. Fode always shows up to the stream fashionably late. Just so y'all know, that's what YouTube lawyers do. GY say, I tell him it's a we thing, not a me thing. $5 holla. It's a we thing, not a me thing. Is a we thing. What can we give him for the $5? Oh, so he's a Semper Fi? He's a Marine?
Yeah, Marine.
There you go. Yeah, hey, give him the full. Hey, he a Marine. Give him the full deal.
He's
give him a heavyweight. Give him a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Give him a heavyweight.
You have to respect an armed service that was.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's
in the immortal words of Jackie Chan from Rush Hour 2.
Slow down, baby.
Who's after that? Let me see. Y'all been bumping y'all gun for a while. I got a couple more. Let me see who we got. We got glass of beer with the 100 baht. Not $100, 100 baht. Super chat, super sticker. No question, no comment. Just the pure love of the game. Should I give him the Buffalo Girl? Should I give him the Buffalo Girl, or should I give him the Venezuela? What you think, Ron?
Oh, give the Buffalo. I like the Buffalo.
You give her the buffalo. There's another one coming after that. You can give
Hello,
me the other one.
baby. I cannot meet you na because I have to work hard na. I have to take care of my family, my cow and my buffalo. Now my buffalo sick เนี่ยตัวขาวจั๊วเลยกลายเป็นควายดอนหมดแล้วเนี่ย Can you send me money ได้ไหมอ่ะอ๋อชื่อขาวเหรอสวยไหมคะ
My buffalo sick.
นี่ค่ะ You want to? Come now.
Hey, but I like the Buffalo Girl. Leslie say he don't like her voice, but I love the accents. Accents drive me crazy. We got
And they know the game too. Like my buffalo sick. Send me some money. Come on.
She can sit like that while riding a buffalo.
Buffalo sick. Glass of beer came back to back. Say a man needs a woman. You may not want one, but you need one. That's the only way you can find out. Ooh. Those are bars right there. Okay, glass of beer. Can I give him for that? Let me see. I can give for the glass of beer. Just drop some bars.
God damn, that came from.
Was that fire? He spit out some fire. So let me let her spit out some. That's the fire.
I don't know how that works.
Huh?
I don't know how that goes. And
I mean, the swallow fire. What did we do? We didn't show nothing crazy. Let me run that back. Like Ronnie thinks I might get in trouble. Let me
the biology on that one. I just don't understand. I'm not.
Fire breather. Wait, 4 days my YouTube lawyer. Can I get in trouble for the fire breather?
No.
It depends, man. I mean,
here we go.
I was actually.
Lee was smiling.
Nah, you should know, man. I mean, she's clothed, nothing showing. You should be good.
But still, there is no way on God's green earth that could happen. If that's real, then all I got to say.
Yeah, if that's real, then I don't understand women like I thought I did.
I guess Quagmire was right. There is really a fourth hole, but you got to believe it's there.
She might have some beans, man. We don't know. She could have had some beans. So you guys, man, I think I'm out of super chats. Are y'all ready to shut this thing down? Oh, wait a minute. Kevin said cancel the Buffalo Girl. We love the Buffalo Girl.
Absolutely.
So Kevin, you outnumbered on that one, bro. Like when I do the super chats, if y'all don't like them, I'll replace them for new ones. But Kev, you outnumbered on that one, bro.
Somebody got to pay to release them. You got to stop a super chat to get rid of it.
Somebody say Lee want to sniff. Lee want to sniff it. Okay.
I ain't trying to sniff nothing.
No.
Don't you agree?
I'm all for do you and live.
I know street performances. All I'm saying is, if that's possible, then we got to do a whole overhaul on biological science.
Hey, if that's possible, we need to take her show on the road. I want her to come to Thailand. We taking that on the road.
Oh, you can't give her competition. You can't give those girls competition like that, Richie. Come on.
See that? I mean, they'll try it. Chrissy said, "I love Buffalo Girls." See.
You got to put out a bounty. Hey, Richie, you should start a bounty. If somebody wants to get rid of one of your super chat videos, they got to pay a bounty.
Yeah, you got to pay a bounty.
And the value of the bounty depends on the success. Like say, the first super chat you ever gave me, Richie, the personalized one, if they want to get rid of that, you got to set a price like it's going to cost $200, $300, $400, whatever, and then you can get rid of it.
Oh, I got to make Foday a new one too. When people give me like so many super chats over and over again, they have to get their own custom super chat. So Foday, what happened was I no longer use the music platform I used to use. So now if I play anything after my subscription ended, I can't use it anymore. So
understood.
I'm gonna make you your own personal. Let me make a note of that too. So they got to have his own. Okay, got that. Let me see. She gonna what do you say? She gonna burn the nose hairs from your nostrils. Lee, don't do it. They don't want you to do it. They don't want you to do it.
The allegations are mounting. I don't know why.
What is that? What is that you see in Super Chat? If you see me getting abused by that doing what you're doing, don't stop. Just leave me alone. I'm where I want to be.
Right?
Some people are down bad horrendous.
Let me take my abuse.
See you without eyebrows, we know what happened.
Yes, sir. So you guys, man, we're going to pick this up next week, man. We've been on for almost 4 hours. I said I was going to do a 2-hour stream. I'm the Super Chat host, so when the Super Chats come flowing, I keep going, you dig? So you guys, thank you so much for being on the chat. Anybody got any last words before I get off of this thing here?
I just got a little button I got to play real quick. Hold on.
He's motherfucking peanut butter and jealous. These fuckers hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because they ain't us.
I mean, that's what a better way to
all
live.
I can say is, in the words of the great late Don Cornelius, peace, love, and soul.
Brotherhood exists, but not the kind most people talk about. Brotherhood ain't just guys hanging out, drinking, or calling each other bro. That's noise. Real brotherhood is rare. It's the man who checks on you without being asked. The one who tells you the truth, even when it stings. The one who shows up, not when it's easy, but when it's ugly. The one who wants nothing from you except to see you win. And you don't need many. 2 real brothers, greater than 20 surface friends. So yeah, brotherhood exists, but you don't start with it. You find your tribe first. And through loyalty, honesty, and time, that tribe becomes your brotherhood.
Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessings, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. I like the cash, I like the cars, I like the clothes, I like the work, I like the perks, I like the shows, I like the blow, I like the herbs, I like the snow, but I don't like the cops or the jails or the POs. I like the girls, I like the head, I like the throat, I like the ones who love to gag and start to choke. Damn. I like the shy, I like the more, I like the bold, but I don't like the dry or the ones who run from pole. No. I like the dance, I like the shake, I like the groove, I like the drink, I like the wine, I like the booze, I like the whites, I like the Asians, I like the hues, but I don't like the whack or the ones who got no moves. I like the long, I like the short, I like the real, I like the fake, I like the make, I like the feels, I like the dark, I like the tan, I like the pale, but I don't like the broke or the ones who got no spray. For the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all works. Pray for the blessing, not the curse. Some win, some lose, I come up first. From Chicago to Inglewood, Hawthorne, Hollywood, skirt off to Thailand, Southeast Asia. Watch the Richie Mac show or go to church. Either way, it all